What's going on, everybody? You are watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports with our Week 4 NFL RedZone live look-ins. Look, if you're looking for game day interaction, you're going to be getting tuned into all Chat Sports live streams today. This is the spot. Allie Barefoot will be on the stream in a little bit. I am Marshall Green to get us started off over here. That's some breaking news in the NBA, but no one cares about that. It is NFL Sunday, and we're about 12 minutes away from getting kicked off. We've got a bunch of good games at this 1 p.m. Eastern slate. The Falcons and Jags didn't go too well this morning for Atlanta. They were blown out 23-7. Desmond Ridder really struggled through 2 interceptions. The first game of the year in London always is a little bit weird, but here we are. The Jags, they get the win. The Falcons, they suffer the loss in blowout fashion. You're going to get the Dolphins Bills as well. A good AFC East rivalry right there. Tua, Josh Allen, that one's going to be a lot of fun. You guys got the Denver Broncos and the Chicago Bears. Is someone going to win that game? Are we going to get a tie? Very interested to see how the Broncos defense bounces back after Miami put a 70 spot on them last week. A couple of rivalry weekends. Now that I'm getting a closer look at this slate, this right here, Rams logo, if you want to look at that. You got the Ravens and Browns. AFC North, Deshaun Watson, Lamar Jackson, going to be a whole lot of fun. Bengals, Titans, can Joe Burrow follow up the performance with the sore calf last week? Short week for him. You know he's still probably battling with that. And you got the Rams and the Colts. I've been surprised with what the Rams have been able to do so far this year. They've been kind of a shocker team to me. As Lone Wolf in the chat is saying, F. Marshy, I feel right at home when I get a couple of those. Love that. Rashard Lee is saying, Watson, is that official? Is Deshaun Watson officially out, or is that fake news? Is that fake news? I'm going to, Rashard Lee, you know, I know you're a Chat Sports faithful guy. Don't be doing me dirty right here. I haven't seen the official ruling of that yet. Someone saying, Duval. XD Gamer saying Jags run the AFC South. Love that. What else do we got in the chat? Who is excited about the NFL today? Dark? I know I am. If you're excited for the games, I want you to type me. Duval is saying it is official. Maybe, you know, I need to keep my head more on a swivel if Deshaun Watson is really out. Let's do this, though. I want to know, which NFL team are you rocking with here this year? Maybe, you know, you're a flip-flopper. Maybe you're a bandwagon. I don't know. Shout out your team down in the comment section. I want to know which teams are being represented in the chat right now, as people are saying Deshaun Watson is out. All right, it's official. It's official. Deshaun Watson is out. Arthur is rolling with the Chargers. Rashard Lee, we know he's a Cowboys fan. Timothy is rolling with the Bills. Dark says Giants, Eagles, Ravens, Titans. Are those, which one's number one? Which one's, can't have 4 favorite teams. Come on. Come on. Shamari Peoples is rolling with the Pats. Zeke versus the Cowboys today. I'm kind of interested in that. Duval says Raider Nation. That is not what I was expecting. I was not expecting that one, Duval. Daniel's rolling with the Texans. It is J.J. Watt Day. As someone that was raised in Houston, Texas, I can admit J.J. Watt is one of the best football players I have ever seen, and he deserves every single accolade that the Houston Texans are going to go and share his way. DTR starting. I'm a fan of DTR. I thought he played well in the preseason, man. You know, it's big difference between preseason and the real deal, but I liked his composure. He flashed the arm. He's got the pocket mobility. He can escape a little bit as well. I'm a fan of that. XD Gamer says, Duval, I thought you a Jags fan. I think everyone in the chat thought Duval was a Jags fan. XD Gamer says, F. Marshy, is he a Titans fan? Am I a Titans fan? No. The fact you're saying F. Marshy and you don't know what team I am, yeah, I got you. It's kind of funny. Timothy says, hope DTR does well today. You know what? I'm rooting for him as well. I'm rooting for him as well. Patrick's rolling with the Washington Commanders. I understand that Washington lost last week, but it's got to be a good time to be a fan of the Washington Commanders. You got a new direction, new leadership, maybe a new nickname coming up in a year or two. I don't know. I don't mind the Commanders. I wish they would have stuck with the football team, though, to be honest with you. Dark says, I am not fans of the Commanders. Why is that, Dark? Let me know. I'm here for you. XD Gamer says it was supposed to be, if not is. No idea what you're talking about there. Christopher says Patriots upset Dallas. Could the Patriots upset Dallas today? There's a chance. Before we get to that 7 minutes, you want to do a PP? Yeah, let's do that. We also got a super chat. That's pretty freaking cool. We'll get to Lone Wolf super chat coming up here in a little bit. We appreciate his generous contribution. And I want to let you guys in on a little secret today. If you want to make watching games today or for the afternoon slate, Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football a little bit more interesting, listen up. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and make sure to use the promo code CLNS, just like it is at the bottom of the screen. And when you get hooked up with PrizePicks, you can create an account. And if you use the promo code CLNS, they're going to match your initial deposit of up to $100. So if you put $100 into your account, PrizePicks is going to give you $100, and then you got $200 to use on PrizePicks, which is the best daily fantasy sports app in the game. PrizePicks is the largest independently owned daily fantasy sports platform in North America, and it is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy. Instead of battling versus thousands of other players, including pros and sharks, you just need to select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and place your entry. The more players you have in your lineup, the higher your payout is going to be. I also love the quick withdrawals, easy gameplay, and the enormous selection of players and stat types. And that's what makes PrizePicks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS, and you're going to get your deposit match of up to $100. This is what it looks like. You can add players to your lineup. You simply choose more or you simply choose less. And then you let them do the work for you, and hopefully you come out a winner. One more time, prizepicks.com/CLNS. I'm excited. I love it. You guys are going to love it too. If you love ball, you're going to love PrizePicks. Get hooked up with them. Support the show. Support the sponsor. We appreciate it. Maya's World, what up? Maya's World is a real one for sure. Says, let's go Big Blue NYG. Maya, hope all is well. Can't wait for Monday night. I'm going to be honest. I'm not all too confident Monday, but I'm going to try to be a little bit more optimistic. That's my goal for myself this week. Lone Wolf's with the $2 super chat. We appreciate you. First super chat of the day. Don't ever forget that. Don't forget that. Cowboys fan, so it's always F Marsh. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. You know what? And the fact that you're bringing that energy today, it's hyping me up a little bit. So, Lone Wolf, we appreciate you. Do want to bring on my guy, Brett Scott, today. Producer Brett.
What up, Marshy?
We got some good games today.
A lot of good games. Why don't you tell the people what we're going to be doing?
Yeah.
And then I think we should go look in, and we're going to get Allie in the fold here because you got to go do a lot of other stuff.
I got to tighten up the loose ends we got here at the 12 different live shows we got here at Chat Sports today. So we're going to be keeping you guys up to date. Like, imagine RedZone, but if RedZone had like a really hot girlfriend. That's what we are today. We're going to be taking you inside every single live stream we have here at Chat Sports. If you don't know what we do, we provide a second screen experience. So we got a Miami Dolphins stream in the studio right behind us. We're going to have a Chicago Bears stream. We're having I can't even read. Cleveland Browns, Baltimore Ravens. Are the Bengals live in Ohio today? No Bengals live. No Bengals live. But what we're going to be doing... my eardrum may have exploded.
Blew him out.
All right. But this is what... That was rough. I don't know what that was. It sounded like someone dropped a spoon or something. But no, Allie Barefoot is going to be keeping you guys up to date on everything happening. But also, you're going to get live look-ins, like at Harrison Graham and Nick Roloff, breaking down the Bears game, giving you everything you need to know about Justin Fields. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll check in on Jake Riepma and the Miami Dolphins in a second. We'll get you hooked up with Matthew Peterson and Tyler Jones, but I'm getting word that they are ready for us in Chicago. Harrison Graham giving us a great pregame show. Let's go see what he has to do, what he's doing there on Bears Now.
On this game, Harry, I took more than Justin Fields passing yards. And I took more than Javonte Williams rushing yards. Those are my two picks today.
All right, I like it. By the way, speaking of PrizePicks, Can everybody go retweet my pinned tweet right now? I'm going to go pin it right now. I'll put it in the live chat. Go give us a retweet for a shout out. Retweet this tweet. It should be. Go give us a retweet. Sam built everything. I have no idea. Give us a retweet for a shout out. Give us a shout out, or we'll give you a shout out. Give us a retweet. Shout out to everybody for retweeting. Twitter keeps changing like their stuff. You post engagements. Mikey D, William Brock, appreciate the retweets. Shout out to you guys. Go retweet our pinned tweet right now at HGramNFL. Give us a retweet. We got some more coming in here. Some more shout outs. We got Mikey. Let's see here. I hate how Twitter does this now. I can't tell who retweets stuff. Brutal. Give us a retweet. We'll try to get you guys some shout outs here. Just like the way they do it, it's like weird. Travis Taylor, we got Bobby Manjaris, Everyday Barbecue, and Cookin'. That sounds good. Travis Taylor, RMC. Shout out to everybody for retweeting my pinned tweet. Get to a couple super chats here. Twinquist up in Illinois this week watching the game at a local bar with a bunch of local Bears fans. If they lose this one, I'm out. Hard to blame you. Hard to blame you, Twinquist. Backyard videos, Bears 5, Broncos 3 final. If the Bears hold the Broncos to 3 points with a decimated secondary, I would be absolutely shocked. If you're ready for kickoff, type me. Spam me in the chat. Let's go. Spam me in the chat.
Harrison, I'm absolutely as I almost choke and die. Yeah, but I've been.
Oh, so good to hear from Harrison. He's been a fantastic Bears fan. I know it's been a long season for him, but like Marshall said, I am Allie Barefoot. I am going to be the host of today's NFL Red Zone. I am super excited. I got Brett right here to my left. We're going to be bringing you all the updates around the NFL right now. And of course, there are some amazing matchups on this Sunday afternoon. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but here with you guys. Of course, the Falcons did take an absolute. They did actually win 23-7 to the Jaguars. That's what I thought. I thought it was different. I was about to say, this a little bit twisted, but the Falcons did take an absolute beating today. But, of course, we've got Dolphins, Bills, Broncos, Bears. We just heard from Harrison, the most loyal Bears fan out there right now. And Ravens, Browns, Bengals, Titans, which I am so excited about. I know Burrow isn't 100% healthy, so can the Titans actually take out a win today? And the Rams versus the Colts. I have been on the Puka Nacua train since week 1. I hope you guys are too, but Cooper Kupp might be making a return next week, so we'll have to see that. So I want you guys to hit that subscribe button. We are bringing you all the most up-to-date information on the NFL right now. We're watching the Bills and the Dolphins get ready to take their first snap of the game just here shortly. But of course, we want to talk to you guys constantly. We're going to be checking in with you guys throughout the games. We want to hear from you guys constantly in the comments. I know some of you may have been watching football for a while now since the London game popped off a little bit earlier. I didn't wake up that early, unfortunately. I missed that game, but I heard it was good. So we're going to hear from you guys. Where are you watching from? Shout out your city down in the comments. I'm from Virginia. I am now far away from home, but of course I am watching in Texas. So I want to hear where you guys are watching from right now. Please blow up the chat for me here. I don't want to talk to Brett all day long. I love Brett, but I want to talk to some of you guys. So please let me know where you're coming from. I know there's plenty of games to be watching from. Shout out your city. We got Trent from Kentucky. That's not a bad little state there. We got a lot of people that are watching all over the country. I know that Marshall is a big-time Giants fan, so of course he's always repping that. And of course we'll miss Marshall here. Maybe he'll pop in periodically throughout the show, but we're getting ready for NFL RedZone right now. We just want to hear where you guys are watching from. We've got Baflash MC from Arkansas. Actually, Trace, who's doing the Saints right now. He went to Arkansas. He's a big Arkansas fan, so of course we got to get some Arkansas reps in there. But it's not bad. I am very excited to be here with you guys today and just talking all day long. Of course, we got a lot of good games coming up here in a quick second.
All right, Allie, let's run through all of the different simulcasts that we've got that we'll do look-ins with. We've got Ravens-Browns on both sides, Ravens and Browns. Dolphins-Bills. Bills fans that are with us here, we will see some Dolphins live look-in as well. Saints-Bucks. Vikings-Panthers. Eagles-Commanders.
Commanders. I don't like the
Allie's
commie
a
nicknames.
Commanders fan. It's weird.
I
didn't even know they existed.
Unfortunately, I am, guys.
Steelers-Texans. Bears-Broncos. Falcons-Jags is over.
Ah.
A lot of different ones that we had and will have today. And I did say Eagles, yes. And then later today, we've got Cowboys-Patriots, of course. Raiders, whoever they play, I'm blanking. And tonight, Jets-Chiefs. Lots of stuff from the Chat Sports family of YouTube channels for you guys today. And we're about to get kicked off, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We're watching the Steelers and the Texans right now, who are about to kick off the game and get us started here. And, of course, you can always bop around the Chat Sports channel and check out all of those. We're going to be doing some live look-ins. But the Steelers game has now officially kicked off, and I just got jitters. He is now running the ball back. Oh, he's actually making it past the 30, past the 40, and he was taken down, unfortunately. But a good start to the Texans there. I think the Texans could actually pull it out today. Believe it or not, I think the Steelers may not have it in them on this Sunday, but we're going to be taking a live look around all the other games going on. And I'm not a big fan of the Commies nickname. I'm not even a big fan of the Commanders name. I think we definitely could have gone a little bit better there, but you know, I've got a lot bigger things to complain about as a Washington Commanders fan. I know it's a tough blow to be a Commanders fan. Don't have to tell me. But we actually switched over to the Bills game right now, which has already started. There are about 14 minutes left in the first quarter, and we're going to watch a replay here of the drive with Josh Allen taking, almost a sack, but actually ended up passing it out to Marty, who did not get the first down. So I think Bills-Dolphins is going to be a great matchup. Actually, I think they're reviewing this right now, that he did get a first down. So good for the Bills, always moving the offense over there. So who do you have? The Buffalo Bills or the Miami Dolphins? Go ahead and type down below. Josh Allen handed it off, and unfortunately, I think that was probably a loss for a yard. But they did actually switch over to the Colts game right now. Like I said, Puka Nacua is on my radar for this game. Oh my gosh, a beautiful one-handed snag from Puka Nacua. It's like he heard me. It's like he knows what's been going on in my brain. This guy is legit. I could make a very big judgment for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Is that a hot take? Let me know. Who do you guys have? Indianapolis Colts or the Los Angeles Rams? I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. I think this is the game. They can definitely pull it out. They've been a pretty solid team. But we're back to the Bills and Dolphins game, which Josh Allen just threw it over the middle to Dalton Kincaid, and it was good for no, it was not a first down. Now it's 3rd and 1. Can the Bills actually get a first down? We'll see here. And, of course, to my commies, as Brett would say, Commanders-Eagles did catch off. Ooh, a very good pass from Sam Howell. Was it caught? It was. Scary Terry for the first down. That is my guy. I'm going to kiss you on the forehead, Terry. You are leading our offense right now. And, of course, back to the Bills-Dolphins game. I think that's the number one game of the afternoon slate, if you ask me. I think the Dolphins have been really scary to start off this season. And a little push to get that 3rd and 1, and the Bills do have a first down. Like I said, we are going to be bringing you all this coverage of all the NFL games going on right now, and there's a quick run from Dameon Pierce, and he got a first down for the Houston Texans. That is a big run. That's a big run for him. I hope you have him in your fantasy league, because that was about 15 yards. That's a great play by Dameon Pierce. And now, of course, we're back to the Bills game. I think this is going to be the ultimate eye-watcher game of the noon slate. And there was a handoff from Josh Allen, and he's gonna be short. I don't even think he gained a yard, to be honest. That was not the best run I have seen from the Bills offense. But there are a lot of great games still going on right now. Like I said, we're going to be switching back and forth from multiple games going around the NFL RedZone right now. We're going to be doing some live look-ins to some other channels that we've got here at Chat Sports. Of course, keep dropping in the comments, who is your team? Who do you have in all of these matchups right now? And we've got Kyren Williams blowing through a tackle. That's what I love about him. Every time you think he's going to get tackled, he just falls forward from their 5 or 6 yards. He's been a bowling ball of a running back all season long since Cam Akers left Los Angeles Rams. So I think that's a great addition to the offense, and they have been pretty good, pretty solid. I know the record doesn't say so, but I think they've been pretty good. And of course, Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. This is a matchup I'm personally very excited for. Joe Burrow with the step back. He throws it to Jamar Chase, I believe, who gets the first down. Was that Higgins or Jamar Chase? Honestly, they're both so lethal. I don't ever know who he's throwing to. And RedZone just bebopping around, going from game to game. Matthew Stafford, he did a little quarterback fake, and he tried to throw it, and it was knocked down. Incomplete. So close, but great defense by the Indianapolis Colts. They've been pretty surprising this year. Of course, they won last week. Can they do it again? That is the question here. And oh my goodness, just 4 screens. I can get everything that I want here. Okay, so which game should we go to now? Let's bring it back to Texans and Steelers. I think right now the Texans are in the red zone. Are they going to be able to complete? He hands it off to Dameon Pierce, maybe 1 or 2 yards. Not the best run for him. I definitely think it's now second down for the Houston Texans. They're going to have to execute a little bit better than that. I would probably throw it on this 2nd and 9 play. I just don't think Dameon Pierce is going to be able to run through that hole as much as we want it to. But, we have a touchdown on the board. Gabe Davis has now recorded his 3rd touchdown of this season. The Buffalo Bills are now ahead of the Miami Dolphins 6-0. They're going to try to go for this extra point here in just 1 second, but that is our first touchdown. Oh my goodness. And you know what? The Rams said, we got you. We're going to one-up you. Kyren Williams, touchdown for the Rams. I don't have Kyren Williams in my fantasy league. God, I wish I did right now. And the Rams are up 6-0 on the Colts right now. So why don't you type in the comments, do you have Indy? Do you have the Los Angeles Rams? Do you have the Buffalo Bills? Do you have the Miami Dolphins? Let me know in the comments where your teams are, where your passion is lying right now. We've got 2 touchdowns on the board between the Rams and the Buffalo Bills. Rams did make that extra point. It is now 7-0, and we switch back over to the Tennessee Titans Cincinnati Bengals game. Unfortunately, no touchdown here yet for either team, but the Bengals are in the red zone. Can a slightly injured Joe Burrow get the job done today? I'm very excited to see that, but I do believe they called a timeout or something happened, but we have switched over to the Commanders game and the Eagles game. Oh, so close. Antonio Gibson fell forward for a few yards, but still no touchdown. 2nd down and about 4 yards, I want to say. 6 yards. Oh, so close. Not very good at math. 2nd and 6 for the Commanders right now. Let's see if they can actually execute for once in their life in the red zone. This is the life of a Commanders fan, people. We try so hard. Over to the Vikings and Panthers game, which I feel like we haven't touched up on enough, and we're going to get to them in just 1 second. But, of course, there is something happening here in the Commanders game. We got the Tar Heel in the backfield. Sam Howell, can he get the job done on this play? Who are you going to go with? He's going to step back. He's going to throw it to nobody. Shocker. Overthrew it in the end zone, and now it's 3rd and 6. God, it just filled me with frustration. So bad. But the Vikings are in the red zone, so we're going to go check in with Seeps right now, who has got the live coverage of the Vikings game. Seeps, what's going on?
This is going to be a long game. They're doing it again. They're doing it again. They are doing it to me again. What the hell is Kirk looking at? KJ's running to the flat. Hawkinson's on a hitch. It is a simple slant, hitch, flat. You read the slant. You read the hitch. Then you read the flat. Slant wasn't there. Hitch wasn't there. Cousins automatically thought the flat was going to be there. Throws a pick 6. You got to be kidding me.
Oh, Seeps, I'm so sorry, buddy, but a pick 6 from the Carolina Panthers does put them on the board, not the Vikings, despite being in the red zone for the Minnesota Vikings. That's a tough blow. That's a tough blow there, Brett. I mean, I feel like every time we go check in on Seeps, something is happening, and it's never for the Vikings, but the Houston Texans may have something cooking up here. C.J. Stroud just either ended on the 1-yard line, or he did score a touchdown. They haven't let us know yet, but it seems like he extended right over that goal line, and believe it or not, it was a touchdown for C.J. Stroud. I actually tried to trade for him in the fantasy league this week, but my buddy Jack said no. I have Daniel Jones, so you can see why I would like to trade, but no disrespect to Daniel Jones, but you need me more than 4 points in fantasy, my guy. But the Commanders are still in the red zone trying to get it done. Sam Howell with the quarterback keep, and he, of course, gets taken down very aggressively around the 10-yard line. So once again, there's a flag. We're going to have to wait and see what that was, but that run was on a 3rd and 11. So obviously, it was defensive holding. We like to see that. Thank you, Brett. He was actually an official in his past life, so he does help me out from time to time. Thankfully, we got a break with a defensive hold, but can the Commanders actually execute in the red zone? If you are a Commanders fan, please let me know that I'm not alone. Go ahead and type in the chat. And while you're at it, even if you're not a Commanders fan, just type in the chat who you're a fan of. Because right now we are actually looking at the Bengals and Titans game. We switched over, and I do not think the Bengals could have executed on the red zone. So Evan McPherson is now kicking a field goal, and it is good. The Bengals are on the board 3-0 against the Titans. And we switch back to the Commanders game and the Eagles game because hopefully something's going to happen here. But because of that defensive hold, we now have 1st and goal still in the red zone. We're about 5 yards away from the red zone, from the end zone. Can Sam Howell get it done here? Hand off to Gibson. He runs through. He gets stopped about the 2-yard line, 1-yard line. Doesn't matter. It's not a touchdown. Oh, for love of God. Oh, excuse me. That was Robinson, not Gibson. I apologize. Oh, my gosh. They just replayed this video of C.J. Stroud extending with everything in his body, but it looks like his left thigh was down maybe before he broke the plane. I think it's one of those weird instances where his thigh was hitting at the moment the ball did break the plane, so it's going to be a very tough call for officials, but they are reviewing it right now to see if that was actually a touchdown. And, of course, we're back to Commanders and Eagles, who are still not in the end zone. This is not surprising at all, but handoff to Antonio Gibbs. No, Curtis Samuel with the touchdown. Curtis Samuel, thank you. I did not see this coming. 6-0 against the Eagles. Commanders are on the board. First, we're going to get that PAT in just 1 second. It was a beautiful play. Shotgun formation by Howell. He just quickly hands it off to Curtis Samuel. Howell actually went to go block somebody else, so I like to see the QB actually doing some work out there, but beautiful handoff to Samuel. He had nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Commanders. But the Bills and Dolphins game, of course, is one of our top games of the day. Bills are already on the board, 7-0. Before we head over to Seeps, I want to let you know that the Saints did just go for a 37-yard field goal attempt. They are now on the board, 3-0. But like I said, Bills-Dolphins, very intriguing. And Reetma seems like he is very excited for a 2nd and 8 going on right now for the Bills and Dolphins game. Let's go check in with Reetma.
What a funky play. And that's a great time to let you know that Jalen Waddle is back. Good to see number 17 back in the lineup. Type those 17s in the chat. Let me see some love for Jalen Waddle back in the lineup for the Dolphins, making the catch, albeit off a tip drill. But a great reaction indeed. Great point, Jack. Tua, back to pass, play action. Fires, it's caught inside the 20. Tyreek Hill down to the 15. How did Tua fit that ball in there? Hill was well covered, but the pass was still on the money, and the Dolphins are on the move into the PrizePicks Red Zone. First time into the PrizePicks Red Zone today. So a good time to remind you, we got a $100 deposit match at prizepicks.com/CLNS for being a Dolphins Today subscriber. And if you're not a Dolphins Today subscriber, subscribe. All right, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Tua is in the shotgun. A-Chain goes in motion. Pass goes out to him, incomplete. We got a flag down. A-Chain took quite the hit. Jack says offsides. And he is correct! Show some love for Jack Lauderay in the chat. That's a guy that knows football. Football guy. Type JL in the chat to show Jack some love. He's got the right hat on again this week. That's our guy. That's our guy. We love it. First down for the Dolphins. 1st and 5 now. They can still get a first down. They're at the 10-yard line. Crowd making some noise. Who in the shotgun? A little jet sweep to Achane. He's got a first down, and he's brought down. But a first down for the Dolphins. First and goal from the 3. First carry of the game for Devon Achane. That's right. Remember last week. All right. Just in case anyone's missed this story, I don't think anybody has, but we got 30 seconds here. At Texas A&M, it was Devon Achane. For the first 3 weeks of the season, it was Devon Achane. And then he went out and says Devon Achane. So now we're saying Achane. That's the last time we'll discuss it, but I'm not butchering the pronunciation. It's what he wants to be called. So first and goal for the Dolphins. Hill goes in motion. The give is to Mostert. He's into the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. And it was Achane. Devon Achane. My apologies. 2-8 is in the end zone. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying.
I think Reetma needs some water over there. Tough blow for Reetma, but so far so good for the Dolphins. Good try there, Reetma. But actually, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. We do know that the Broncos and the Bears, I do believe the Broncos just got on the board with a touchdown from McLaughlin. Yes, they did. Okay, well, we do think the Broncos are on the board. We are going to be roaming around multiple games here, of course, but of course, Devon Achane, whatever he said, it's not Achane anymore.
Now.
Achane.
Achane, not Achane.
I don't like that,
It's
to
been
be honest.
Controversial in South Beach this week of how to actually pronounce Devon Achane's last name. But it is 7-7 now. Allie, interesting updates here, Texans Steelers. Texans got that down to first and goal at the 1. Penalty moves them back to 1st and 11.
Jeez.
And now it should be 3rd down, but there might be a flag, pass interference. So back to 1st and goal at the 1. There you go. Texans, Steelers.
I mean, you're making progress, or whatever, but I think you're going the wrong way. I feel like this is very normal for the Texans and Steelers game right now, but I think the Texans are still going to try to execute here, of course. Oh, I see what you're talking about now with the pass interference on Fitzpatrick. That's a tough blow. Tough blow. But, of course, they're still going to try to execute here, and we're still watching. C.J. Stroud did a little step back, tried to toss it, and Fitzpatrick wanted to do a little push-off right there, and he was not happy about that throw. But, of course, we now have C.J. in the shotgun. He hands off to Dameon Pierce. He blows through a couple of tackles. No good. He probably made about 2-3 yards on that gain, but ultimately still no touchdown for the Houston Texans right now. But what's so fun is PrizePicks, my new favorite app. They have been sponsoring us. They're a fantastic sponsor. It's a daily fantasy sports app where all you have to do is pick more or less on a player's projected stats, about 2 to 6 players on, my water bottle was in the way. About 2 to 6 players, you can pick more or less, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. This is the app. This is where I go every single Sunday, including this Sunday. It's so easy to use. It takes less than 60 seconds to make any types of pick. You can even do this before the NBA season starts. You can do this for the NFL season, MLB season, multiple sports to pick from. Of course, I went on ahead and picked some for the NFL slate for today. I actually picked some for the games happening at noon. I picked some for the games happening on Monday night. I want to try to win some money this week, so my picks right now are for the NFC East matchup. I did take A.J. Brown a little bit less. I have Brian Robinson Jr. doing more, and I have Sam Howell less than 211.5 yards. What's so cool is I'm watching this in real time, and it actually lets me know that Brian Robinson only has 11 rushing yards right now. Sam Howell's at 50 passing yards, and A.J. Brown has no receiving yards right now. That's what's so cool. I can literally track my picks right here on the phone. Hopefully, I win some money. I did my power play. I did $25 to win $100. All you have to do, if you want to make your picks, is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. You're going to use that promo code CLNS for a first-time deposit of up to $100. It's so easy to use. If you want to see yourself win some real money in real time, PrizePicks is the place to go. Honestly, I was a little upset taking A.J. Brown less than, but of course I got Devonta Smith in my fantasy, so I had to shoot a little low for A.J. Brown, but I think that he could still come out on top, so we'll have to see. So far, I'm doing pretty good. I'll let you guys know if I win any money. Let me know if you guys win any money. I love the sponsor. I love this app. And speaking of the Commanders, Eagles, we have now switched back. Of course, Commanders are still on top, 7-0. Jalen Hurts did drop back, and just like we were just talking about him, A.J. Brown makes his first reception of the day for about 12 yards, I want to say. I'm no good at math, but that's just my estimate. Which is just a fantastic play. Way too much cushion right there. And Chase Young was actually about to make the tackle, but A.J. Brown said, no way, I don't want to be tackled by that guy. And he ended up just flopping down past that first down. But A.J. Brown has just been phenomenal this year right now. And we're going to go check in on the Eagles-Commanders game from none other than Chase Sr.
Left, Swift. Good block on the outside there by Olamide Zaccheaus. And the Eagles are asking for a penalty. Is it a face mask? It is! 15 yards! They're going to get the face mask on Washington. Quick design, quick throw out to DeAndre Swift. Really good block on the edge by Olamide Zaccheaus, who had that touchdown. And it was Benjamin St. Juste who caught the face mask of Swift. First down, Eagles! Type those ones.
Let's go! You can do that!
Type those ones. Ball at the 21 on the cusp of the red zone here. Hurts in the gun. Swift to his right. Zaccheaus and Smith to the right. A.J. Brown to the left. They're going to run it up the middle. Swift, patience, 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up. Fatal, Kane Angel, Monkey, Keyshawn, Adam Singleton, Monkey, fishing with Duke, on the chat. Alling, a $20 super chat. He goes on the road sign. Eagles with the ball at the 13.5. Hurts in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks left, throws right, designs screen to Swift, and he's bottled up by Jamin Davis. Really good tackle by him, and that makes this a 3rd and long. And with the field condensed here, not ideal. Cam Jurgens not able to get the seal block on him. Otherwise, Swift would have had real estate in front of him. Then the Eagles convert. They converted earlier on a 3rd and 16 to a 3rd and 9. Now it's a 3rd and 6. Hurts fakes the snap. Throw over the middle. Caught. Dallas Goedert. First down, Eagles. Ball at the 10. Took a hit up top right in the chest. Able to hang on.
There's Goddard.
Rich with another 20. Rich Bischoff. He's going on the sign. Hurts pointing out the blitzers. 1st and goal from the 9. Hands it off to Swift. Fakes left. Goes up the middle. Ball to the 5. Eagles in the BetUS Red Zone. Chatsports.com/EaglesBet. Promo code Eagles125. We'll tell you more about the free jersey deal in a little bit. What great balance by Swift there. Eagles looking to respond after a 75-yard opening drive for the Commanders. Ball at the 5. Hurts in the shotgun. Swift to his right. Closed formation. A.J. Brown in motion. Hurts takes the snap. Handoff. Swift untouched. Touchdown Eagles! And Philadelphia with the 75-yard drive of their own to answer Washington. Extra point pending. This game's going to be tied up 7-7. 75 yards right down the gut. A great combination of throwing and running. And DeAndre Swift caps it off. They run it to the side of Mailata and Dickerson. Dickerson with the great block. Swift is in for 5. Jeff G with another super chat coming in.
Tie this one up, Jake.
Jake Elliott fades it in. The kick is up. The kick is good.
All right, Chase, I'll let you have that touchdown. Looks like we got a ball game there for the Commanders, Eagle. We got a lot of ball games still to go. We got Jaguars did beat the Falcons 23-7 earlier today, but Bills Dolphins is currently tied at 7 apiece. And Broncos do have the leg up over the Bears. Broncos 7-0. Ravens also 7-0. That did happen before the Eagles had scored that touchdown. And the Bengals and Titans are scored at a field goal. Not surprising, Nick Folk has scored majority of the Titans' points this entire season. I think they scored 2 touchdowns in 4 games. Yikes. And Rams did just score. Look at Brett updating that immediately. Kyron Williams with another TD for this game. If you have him in your fantasy, good for you. 13-0. Rams are on top, about to go for that PAT right now. And there's a ton of ball games still left, ton of time. Nobody needs to panic, but of course, we do have some good games going on here right now. And speaking of the Rams and the Colts, we're watching Kyron Williams just be so shifty, just going through those gaps, absolutely dominating this game right now. Running game, going strong. Still want some Puka Nacua action, but it's not bad. I still like it. And we're still going to go around the NFL and keep you guys as updated as we can on all of the games happening right now in the noon slate for the NFL. And why don't we go check in with the Panthers and Vikings game right now? Bryce Young, now rookie QB, is still trying to make a name for himself right now. And we know we heard from Seeps a little while ago when he thought he had so much hope for the Vikings to score. But of course, a pick 6 did put the Panthers on the scoreboard right now. Bryce Young tried so hard. There's a flag on the play. Bryce Young did try to make an end zone pass that was deflected, but there is a flag on the play. I think it's going to be on the defense. I'm going to hope it's going to be on the defense for Seeps' sake because I know he needs a win here, and it was on the defense. Did you catch which call that was? Holding. That's pretty fair. All right, so Bryce Young is going to have another opportunity to put the Panthers up 14-0 against the Vikings. Still a pretty good game for the Panthers so far, and I know we're going to switch over here to the Saints game. We got Trace in the other studio right now who's giving you live play-by-play coverage of the Saints, but so far, nothing is really popping off for them right now. Saints are still up 3-0. Who do you got? Type it in the chat, Tampa Bay or New Orleans. I think that's a pretty good matchup right now. The Buccaneers did take a pretty big L to the Eagles last week, but the Saints are still looking to come back from their game as well, so go ahead and type in the comments, whoever you're watching, Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa Bay, or New Orleans. I almost said San Francisco. I'm just all over the place right now. But of course, we are taking a live look into all the games that are happening right now in the NFL. Right now, we got about a split screen looking at the Bills and the Dolphins, which is a fantastic matchup. And of course, we're going to see if the Carolina Panthers are going to be able to execute on the red zone attempt. But the Bills are also in the red zone. Can Josh Allen go ahead and get above the Miami Dolphins right now? The undefeated Miami Dolphins. Something happened. They're calling the play to tell them to stop. But we are going to go check back in with the Panthers and Vikings right now, who did just try to make a touchdown attempt. But, of course, they were stopped. About 3 to 4 yards to go. So close. Can Bryce Young make that closeout? So far, so good with Bryce Young being the rookie QB right here. Now, Steelers-Texans is a pretty interesting game that is happening right now. But Kenny Pickett did just throw an interception so far down the field, and they're actually running it back right now. Is he going to get tackled? He does. He gets sideswiped, and he is making that celebration with his teammates right now. Nelson was the defender for the Texans who did make that interception. Kenny Pickett, you're trying, bud, and we see it. Just try a little harder. You got it. Such a good game, though, so far. And, of course, the Panthers still have not executed in the red zone right now. Oh, actually, it was a pretty late hit on Bryce Young, the ball was completely dead, and Hicks came up and hit Bryce Young right after that whistle. So we're going to actually move the ball right now. That's an interesting call. So they had a late hit for the Vikings, but I guess it was already a dead play because there was a false start by the Panthers, so now they're actually moving farther away from the end zone. That was a pretty finicky play. Somebody just didn't hear the whistle, so that's got to do better on that part. You don't want to hurt the quarterback that way. But we are switching back and forth all around the NFL right now to bring you guys the most updated scoreboard that we can possible. Go ahead and type in the chat who you are rooting for today. Whatever team you are, I would probably type in a nice little WAS for the Washington Commanders. That is my team. Yes, I know it is pretty unfortunate with the way our season has been going, but we'll see what happens. But I do think the Bears do have some life in them. DJ Moore just scored a touchdown for the Bears. Harrison is our Chicago Bears guy here at Chat Sports, and I can almost hear him all the way down the hall. I know he's excited for this. The Bears have had a pretty rough start, but we are thankful they have now made this a tie game, 7-7. Well, 6-7. We're going to see if they can make that PAT to make that Broncos-Bears game to be tied. So far, so good around the league. We got a lot of high-scoring games right now, and I'm really, I'm interested. I'm going to see how all this plays out right now. I've got a lot of players in my fantasy that I would like to see actually do their thing. We're going to go on ahead and check in with the Bills-Dolphins. Once again, one of my favorite matchups of today's game. We got Reap, who's on the game right now with the Dolphins, and we know he is super excited, ready to go. Josh Allen does hand it off. Can he push it through to the end zone? Bills fans are saying yes. Bills players are saying touchdown. We're waiting for that official call. Is it a touchdown? Please give me the signal so I can put my hands down. It looks like they're celebrating like a touchdown, and we're going to go Bills touchdown. James Cook to put them above the Dolphins 13-7. This is turning out to be a game I did not expect to have the Bills on top this early. I'm going to be honest. I was Dolphins all the way. If I took that money line, I would definitely put the Dolphins over. But the Bills offense is showing out right now. James Cook is having himself a day. Josh Allen with a little extra push right there. Saw James needed some help, and we love to see the QBs doing their job. So, Bills, Dolphins. Bills have now taken the lead, and we are currently updating the scoreboard all across the NFL, keeping you guys up to date, and we are going to check in periodically with some of our chat sports channels that we've got on right now. Oh, and the Browns are, oh my goodness, that was just a messy play all around. The Browns running back you learn this in Pee Wee football. You go north to south, not east to west, buddy. And the Browns running back was honestly doing every direction he possibly could. His compass was going crazy. He was running all around in the backfield right now. But we're going to go check in with Petey in the Browns. He'll give you more updates.
Run. Oh my goodness, he pitches it out of bounds looking for Harrison Bryant. There is a flag though. DTR is trying to be a hero, pitch it to Harrison Bryant. Lucky for him, that pitch goes out of bounds. I think this might be a late hit against DTR, which Sam, oddly enough, would be a first down and would be a huge lifesaver for the Browns. Let's see what the officials rule, though. Long discussion. They might pick this up. Oh, never mind. Illegal forward pass. Loss of down. This has been a disaster of a red zone experience for the Browns. You have Elijah Moore running backwards 20 yards. You have DTR trying to flip it backwards. It ultimately goes forward for a penalty and a loss of down. And now the Browns would be lucky just to get 3 points away from this red zone trip. 3rd and 31. Try to get 10 yards and take your 3 points. DTR. Throwing, caught, Jerome Ford, gain of 5. So 4th and 26 coming up after 2 meltdowns. And Hopkins is going to come on for a relatively long field goal. Unreal.
That fell apart.
I mean, I've never seen such a meltdown in the red zone. If he doesn't pitch it, it's like 4th and 19 right now instead, or 4th and 15. So a 53-yarder is good. Hopkins makes a 53-yarder to get the Browns on the board. But man, oh man, did DTR have some wild plays on that last drive. All right, we're going to get some shout-outs here. We got 3s coming in from Mitchell, excuse me. I mean, the DTR experience so far is a bit...
Hang in there, Petey. I know. We're on the board now, 7-3. The Browns did just kick a field goal to get themselves on the board. Still a lot of ball to play, but Petey's always great, giving you the most up-to-date coverage on the Browns. He's a big Browns fan. If I'm listening to anybody about the Browns, I'm going to head over to Petey's channel. One of the greats here at Chat Sports. And of course, once again, we are going all around the NFL right now, looking at the scoreboard, updating the scoreboard, getting you guys the most up-to-date information on all the noon slate games in the NFL right now. We are going to take a live look in at the Steelers and Texans. The Texans are currently on top 7-0. Not bad for CJ Stroud, who actually scored the only touchdown of this game so far. I think he's making a great name for himself right now. And he tried to make a pass, and it was almost interception around the 15-yard line for the Texans, but they're going to try to get out more on top here against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Once again, it is 7-0. Who do you guys got? Steelers and Houston. I think that's a pretty interesting matchup right now. Of course, we do have Jack Sperry, who's our Steelers guy here at Chat Sports. He's always keeping you guys up to date on the game right now, but Houston's do need to make a name for themselves. I would love to see the Texans come out on top in this one. Only one game on this year, and I know they've got a lot to build up on. They've definitely got to redeem themselves this season. So CJ Stroud is going to be in the backfield right now. He's going to hand it off to Dameon Pierce, who's going to break through a couple of tackles. But once again, he is ultimately tackled 3rd down and probably a hefty amount of yards. Oh, 3rd and 6. Not bad. I thought it was a lot more than that. 3rd and 6. Can they execute here on the 3rd down play? I don't know what their 3rd down conversion is right now, but they do need to score one more touchdown. They're so close. Can they actually make it happen? I've been pretty impressed with CJ Stroud. I, once again, tried to get him in my fantasy. So, Jack, if you're watching this, please give me CJ Stroud. I need a quarterback, and I'm pretty impressed by him right now. We're still taking a live look at a bunch of games that are happening around the NFL right now. There's currently a flag down for Los Angeles Rams in the Colts game. The Rams are currently on top, 14-0 against the Colts, which is not surprising. I think the Rams have had a great start to their season. Yes, I believe they are 1-2, but I've seen a solid performance. Everybody wrote them off when Cooper Kupp went down. This isn't going to be the year. I told you from day one, Puka Nacua has got something to show. Kyren Williams is definitely the guy I would have gone with over Cam Akers. If I'm wrong, let me know if you liked Cam Akers more than Kyren Williams. But now, he's with the Minnesota Vikings, so the Rams fans don't have to worry about him. But can the Rams actually put more points on the board? Matthew Stafford, of course, is going to try here right now. About 1st and 20 in the Rams game. Rams game. They showed Sean McVay there just for a quick seconds, counting down the clock. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. 3 seconds left on the clock. And Matthew Stafford is not going to get the job done at the end of the first quarter. We're going into the second quarter for the Rams game on top, 14-0. We got to check in with my Washington Commanders, who are about to... Oh my gosh. All right, Brian Robinson Jr. was this close to scoring a touchdown, and he loses the ball. It is currently a dog pile right now. We're not sure who has the ball right now. I do see Brian Robinson did land on it. Some Eagles players are also down there. They are scuffling. They are trying to get this ball. This is the most Commanders thing ever to drop the ball in the end zone. Scary Terry. I freaking love you. Scary Terry comes up with the ball. Commanders do have another shot to score a touchdown. Y'all, I need my blood pressure checked after every Sunday when I watch the Commanders game. This is, great defense by the Eagles. I can't see who actually popped the ball out. That's not Brian Robinson Jr.'s fault. He did have pretty good ball security. He tried to lift the ball over to kind of backspin into the end zone, but the ball did get popped out right there. Did he actually break the plane? No. He got the ball popped out right about the 1 yard line. Touchdown, the fumble recovery. That's what we like to see. Scary Terry comes out on top. Fantastic defense by the Eagles, but ultimately, Scary Terry always seems to pull through. 13-7, Commanders are currently up, going for that PAT right now. Once again, my prize picks are going crazy right now. This is why this is the game that I tried to do my prize picks for. I love a good NFC matchup. So, can the Commanders keep this lead going? We will check in. Go on ahead and type in the comments, Washington or Philly. While you are at it, we're going to be taking a look around the league right now. Just comment. Comment your team. Let me know who you guys are watching right now. Currently on the scoreboard, we do have still 3-3 Texans, Titans, and Bengals. There is a flag on the play, but we're going to go check in with the Vikings and Panthers right now. Poor Seeps, man. Vikings are still losing. Let's see what Seeps has to say.
It's the red zone play calling. That's where Kevin O'Connell has struggled throughout his short play calling career here in the league. Cousins going to be under center. They're going to go play action again. He's going to take the check down to Hawkinson. Hawkinson gets pushed out of bounds by a corner. I don't think TJ Hawkinson's put his head down and hit a dude yet this year. That is the difference between guys like Kittle, Kelsey, and like Mark Andrews and Hawk. Hawk is the only one. He's a softer tight end. Like, let's call it how it is. He is a softer tight end. I'm watching this play right now. Right there. He should have put his head into Jeremy Chinn's chest and ran over him. Good play. Hawkinson looks the part of a tight end. 6'6", moves well. I don't know, though. Cousins going play action. Steps up, strike over the middle of the field. Find who else? Justin Jefferson. Type those 18s all the way down to the 12-yard line. He's pointing those ones. Let's go. It's just too easy for him at this point. It's just too easy for him. Luke saying Hockenson is good. Yes, he is. He is a good football player. He's by no means great. He is by no means great. And he's the highest paid tight end. So, over 1,000 people watching. Type those 18s. Punch it in here for that hundo. Adam Schmidt said he's sending in 100 if the Vikings score. Vikings, get it together. Ball on the 13. Here we go. Handoff, Akers. Akers running hard on this drive. Keeps the legs moving for a solid 9 yards. Let's go, Cam Akers. Let's go, Cam Akers. Got to plug this in here. Akers W. I agree. Shout out to Cam Akers. Running hard. Running hard. Fresh legs. Fresh juice. Madison might be RB4 for me. I'm not going to lie. Madison might be RB4. Akers already has 3 rushes for 23 yards. Akers saves the day. Oh, Twisted wants to get on the board. I think Adam's going to do it. Kirk fumbles the snap. Cousins just fumbled the snap on 2nd and 2. He picked it back up. We're good. This is just incredible. What is going on? Dude, this is insane. The Vikings, like, there's psychological issues in this football team. God damn, man. Kevin O'Connell running on the field. He's going to burn a timeout with 9 minutes left in the freaking second quarter. Dude, this team is very frustrating. This team is very frustrating. This team is very frustrating. All right, so it's going to be about 3rd and 1 from about the Panthers' 5-yard line. That's the situation here in Carolina.
Poor Seeps, man. He does a good job, but that is just... It's been a tough season so far for the Vikings right now. Can they get their first win of the season? So far, not looking very good. Big fat goose egg on the scoreboard, but Seeps does a good job of trying to make Vikings fans feel a little bit better. If you are a Vikings fan, go on ahead and show Sheep some love on his channel right now. We all know he can use it, but there is still some good games going on right now. We are going to swing back over and check in with Jake Riepma, who is covering the Dolphins game right now. Dolphins are currently losing 7-14 on a surprising turn of events. So, Riepma, what is going on with the Dolphins game?
We got a first-time super chatter, and what a time for it on 3rd down and 8. We appreciate the support, the super chat from Go Fins. And after this play, we'll get the full details. But 3rd down and 8. Tua over the middle. He's got Berrios. First down at the 10-yard line. Braxton Berrios hauls it in. And the Dolphins have 1st and goal into the PrizePicks RedZone. Use that code CLNS for a $100 deposit match. Look at this throw from Tua. Right on the money. And a nice job by Berrios to reel it in. All right, 1st and goal. It's a little jet sweep. Touchdown. Devon Achane on the jet sweep. He's in. I look down for 1 second, and that's how fast he is. He scores. It's a touchdown for Devon Achane. He's rushed the ball twice, and he's got 2 touchdowns. He is so...
Obviously, Rima's very excited about his Dolphins and Devon Achane, I believe is how you say it. But while Rima was talking a lot of things that happened around the rest of the NFL, the Bears scored another touchdown. Could this be the game? The Bears finally make their redemption. We shall see. Bears are up over the Broncos 14-7. There was also some other scores that happened around the league. Who else scored while we were watching that? I know somebody else did. Oh, just the Vikings. Yes, Justin Jefferson. Why did I even think of that? Seeps is probably going crazy right now. The Vikings are now back in this ball game. Panthers are up 10-7 against the Vikings. Justin Jefferson. Who else? Who else is going to score that touchdown? Was just waiting for the reception in the end zone to put them on the board. And of course, we do always check in with our people around Chat Sports. So we're going to check in with Seeps later. We'll check back in with Reetma. Maybe even check in with Harrison and the Bears, because it looks like that's actually a ball game for the first time this season for the Chicago Bears. But as always, I'm going to go to my home team right now, the Washington Commanders and the Eagles. Commanders are still on top, 14-7. They just tried to get a 4th and 1, and I think they just got stopped. Oh, wait, there's a flag. There's so much happening right now. Tell you what, if I'm going for 4th and 1, I want Chase Young on my team pushing that guy forward. Let's see if...
And Eagles fans will tell you they want Jalen Hurts.
I mean, there you go. It could be either or. Oh, some choppy words are being exchanged from A.J. Brown. I can't see who he's talking to on the Commanders, but I don't blame him. Little rivalry game. Can't hurt. Can't hurt unless there's a flag that it does actually hurt your team. Let's see what this is. Offsides. Come on. All right. Well, we'll check back in with the Commanders Eagles there so shortly. I think that's a pretty good ball game. It's not what I thought was going to happen. Not the way the Commanders got blown out last game against the Buffalo Bills, who are now currently making a name for themselves against the Dolphins. But we are still looking around the NFL right now. We're going to switch on over to the Titans and the Bengals, currently tied all at 3, but they are currently making some progress right now. The Titans did just try to get a first down, and he got clipped trying to jump over him right there by the legs and did not get that first down, so it's going to be Bengals ball when we do go back and check in on the subparly healthy Joe Burrow. Is subparly a word?
Hey, by the way, so that offsides in Commanders Eagles was offensive offsides.
Was it?
It was. So it's now 4th and 6. Commies get the ball back.
I
said it.
Oh, my God. Brett's riding this commie's nickname till it goes down. All right, well, Commanders, 4th and 6. Are they going to convert? Do we ever know? All right, let's see. 4th and 6, Jalen Hurts right there, and he's... Nope. Oh, my gosh. Did you see Chase Young? He's absolutely jumping the dog pile in that replay right there. All right, well, let's see if they can actually convert it right now. I was about to say, are they pushing this thing again? Okay, amazing. Well, we will check back in with Commanders Eagles here in just 1 second. Still 14-7 as a Commanders fan. We're loving it. We are absolutely loving it. We are checking in all day long about the NFL games right now. We're updating our scoreboard. The minute that it happens, we've got it right here to my right. And periodically, we'll be checking in with some of our Chat Sports fans around the league. So far, we want you guys to really help out this channel. We love putting out content for you guys all the time. We want you guys to be constantly in the know. We're always in the know, and we're always updating you with news and rumors. So help us out. Retweet our pinned tweet on Chat Sports. That is my task for you. Twitter is my favorite app to use right now in terms of social media, at Chat Sports. Go on ahead, follow us while you're at it. We won't be greedy, but if you could retweet our pinned tweet, get our name out there and help other people join in on this awesome watch party. I'm going to be here for the next couple of hours. Brett's going to be here for the next couple of hours. We are constantly going to be updating you. I would want to be nowhere else right now. Not even my couch with a nice cold beer. No, this is where I want to be, talking to you guys. I want to hear where you guys are from. I want to hear you guys are rooting for, and I want you guys to show us some love on Twitter. At Chat Sports, we post some pretty fun stuff. And, of course, we are still looking around the NFL right now at all the leagues. Who do you guys want to see? Let us know. What game you guys want us to break down right here? I've got all the time in the world. I think the most interesting game right now is, of course, going to be the Dolphins and the Bills, which is now currently tied at 14 all. We do have Reetma, who's on the call in the Dolphins. I know he is working his butt off right now to get you all that coverage. But that is a pretty interesting matchup. I did not see the Bills. I guess they got a lot of confidence from last week after absolutely destroying the Commies. Still don't love that nickname, but we're going to ride with it. And, of course, some underdogs like the Bears are now coming out on top. And, of course, we have the Vikings, who are now currently in the game. Can those teams get their first win of the season? A lot of good storylines on this Week 4 NFL Sunday recap. We are going all the way around the NFL, bringing you updated scores as much as we can. And, of course, the Vikings and the Panthers are a pretty interesting matchup. Did not think I was going to say that at all today, being down 7-10 by the Panthers, or the Panthers are up 10-7, whichever way you want to say it. Always that way. I'm sorry, Brett. Brett is my boss. Whatever he says is correct. So we say 10-7 Panthers. Who do you guys have? Minnesota Vikings or Carolina Panthers? We know that Seeps is trying so hard to get that fan base up, and he's really trying for the Vikings fans right now. Of course, Justin Jefferson did score the only touchdown of the day. If you have him in fantasy, go on ahead. Give yourself a pat on the back. He's always an immediate start. He's always a first-round draft pick. You got to have him. He's doing great for the Vikings. And we are taking a live look all the way around the NFL right now. Bills-Dolphins game is getting a little bit feisty. Stephon Diggs just tried to make a very amazing catch, and it was a pass interception on pass interference. What did I just say? Pass interception? Jeez Louise, I need to go to bed at some point. Pass interference on the Dolphins, so the Bills will get to retry that play. We'll see if they are going to take the lead here. About 12 minutes left in the second quarter right now. We got Josh Allen in the shotgun. He's got James Cook right there by his side. He's going to dish it out to the right side. Is he going to get a first down? He does. He pushes forward, and the Bills now do have a first down. Moving those chains on this game. Who do you guys got? Buffalo Bills or the Miami Dolphins? If Reitman was here, he would, of course, say the Dolphins, but I think in this game, I'm going to go with the Bills. I don't know how Brett feels, but the Bills are pushing the chains down the field right now. We, of course, are going to check in with Reitman throughout the day to see how he is doing and his Dolphins. I know he wears lays throughout the game to really show his love for the Miami Dolphins. So far, so good in his little bubble right here. We do have Josh Allen, who is currently there in the red zone. That was so quick. The Bills just moved those chains like none other. He hands it off to James Cook. He breaks through about down at the 5-yard line. I think they score here. I 100% do. I think this game is moving so fast. I have so much faith in the Bills offense right now. Can Josh Allen get it done?
Josh Allen, 10 of 10, 105 yards already in this game. This is going to be an up and down one. I mean, I don't know what the over-under was to start, but you're thinking 40 points to try and win this game.
Oh, 100%. I mean, considering what the Dolphins did last week and an astronomical number that they put up, anybody playing the Dolphins is going to have a high-scoring game, so you got to be able to compete right there. Josh Allen does throw it over. Oh, so close, no good. Stephon Diggs was so close to that pass. God, the defense is just on him like white on rice. He tried to overextend here to catch it a little bit over the top, but ultimately it just wasn't the pass that was going to get the touchdown. We, of course, are going to be bringing you guys updates on this Bills-Dolphins game. I want you guys to spam my chat right now. Buffalo Bills or Miami Dolphins? Oh, absolutely. I think this is the most important game that's going on right now, in my opinion. Can they score right here? Josh Allen with the snap, hands it off, and they break through tackles. So close. Down at about the 1-yard line. Oh, they're scrambling for something. It may have been a ball popped out, but we're going to have to check back in and see if that was. But if it was a fumble, that is a very, very bad play. But they are currently reviewing the play right now. There's a flag down on the field. As of right now, the ball is sitting at the 1-yard line. And the referees are now trying to determine. They're talking in the zebra huddle right now. We're going to see what that flag was in just 1 second. This could be definitely make or break for the Bills, who are trying to score right now in the red zone, about on the 1-yard line. And the referee is about to give us this flag call. Once, of course, he talks to his buddies. Obviously, there is some miscommunication going on. I love when players huddle around the referees, and they're like, what's going on? Can I give you my opinion? As if that's going to change their minds, but they're in a legal formation on the offense. That's going to bite the bullet for the Buffalo Bills. That's tough because now you're going to go back a few yards and you were so close. But and the good news is that they were actually moving the ball pretty well on the run game right there. So I think they can do it again, but you never want to make an error right there. You never want to make an error right there. Edwards, the lineman, is now banging on his chest, blaming himself, and he is not happy about what just happened on offense. So now they are 2nd and goal, about on the 11-yard line right now for the Buffalo Bills. Can they score right here? Type Buffalo in the chat if you want to see the Buffalo Bills score right here and take the lead over the Miami Dolphins. Josh Allen with the snap. He's in the shotgun. He rolls out. He rolls through. Can he throw it? Touchdown! Stephon Diggs! All right, we got a ball game here. Stephon Diggs with the beautiful touchdown. And, of course, the even better celebration. Buffalo Bills going to celebrate with their fans in the stands. Wow. Buffalo Bills take the lead 20-14. Did he just stone cold Steve Austin that?
I think he did. I saw a lot of beer spraying.
I mean, if I see beer spray, I'm saying stone cold Steve Austin. That just wins. I don't want to see replay of the touchdown. I want to see replay of the celebration because that was pretty nasty.
Good stuff by Allen there on the rollout. Kind of stepped up in the pocket, acted as if he's going to run, finds Diggs.
Just playmaker. I love Diggs and Allen. I know they've had a little bit of beef this past season about whether or not they're going to execute, but fantastic play from Diggs to Allen. And Bills are up 20-14. We'll see if they make the PAT in just 1 second. We are still rolling around the NFL right here, checking on scores, doing live look-ins at all the shows, all the games right now on NFL RedZone for the noon slate. And we are going to check back in with the Bears and the Broncos. Bears are still up 14-7. So far, doing pretty good. Oh, it's a run, a breakthrough. Oh, taken down about the 40-yard line for the Bears. So Herbert's having a day. He is having a day. He's got 4 rushing yards for 32 yards so far. Not bad. Not bad. Putting the Bears on the board. That's what we like to see. Once again, we are going around the league right now. The Buccaneers are in the red zone right now. Baker Mayfield rolls out. He's going to do a quarterback keep. No, he dishes it away. So close. Now they're down to 2nd and goal. We're going to see if the Buccaneers can score their first touchdown of the day. I know they did take an unfortunate loss last week to the Eagles. But we're going to check back in with the Bucs and the Saints, see if they can get a touchdown in just 1 second. All right, it's Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. Hands it off. Oh, immediately stopped. Immediately stopped. Wow. Big time stop by the Saints defense. Oh my gosh. If you are in the chat right now, if you are a New Orleans fans, please show your New Orleans Saints some love. If you're not, then give your Bucs some love as well. TB or NO in the chat, let me know who you guys are rooting for. That was a big time stop by the Saints defense. A gain of no yards in the red zone. I do believe the Bucs are now 3rd and goal, trying to get their first touchdown of the day. Baker Mayfield is now in the backfield, getting ready to take this snap. Keep typing in those comments who you got. Baker Mayfield's back, drops back, he's being pressured, and he's about to be, oh my gosh, just dumps it, absolutely dumps it over the middle. A touchdown by the Buccaneers by Auden, Cade Auden. Wow. That was just that was absolutely adrenaline. Just Baker Mayfield quickly was getting pressured immensely by the Saints D-line, and he just drops it over the middle. Bucs are now on the board, 6-3. Wow, just a smart quarterback move. He just saw a guy just standing there ready to take one step back and make that touchdown. Not bad by Baker. Oh, but I will tell you, Baker took a horrible hit. Wow, he got tackled by Cameron Jordan, and then he got double-teamed by another linebacker. Baker Mayfield was already down getting tackled, and he gets hit again, and you just see his legs absolutely collapse over the defender's legs. Baker Mayfield is now currently on the bench. He's not in the tent. He's not talking to any personnel, so I will keep you updated on whether Baker Mayfield is good. I think he just got banged up, but if that was me, he's better than me because I would be out. Now we're going to go to Bears with Harrison Graham.
11-11 for 182 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I mean, it's clinical. It's absolutely clinical.
This is the best I've ever seen him play.
2nd and 5, I formation here. Fields, fake toss, rolling to the left. Fields,
Oh boy.
incomplete.
Flag!
Yep,
Yeah! First down!
I'll tell you what.
Bears!
You know Fields is feeling himself when he tries to fit that one in there.
Yeah.
Usually he's hesitant to throw into tight windows. It's absolutely a penalty.
that was ridiculous.
I mean, the guy just clotheslined him. Kareem Jackson. I mean, what are you doing?
I mean, that was maybe the most egregious PI since Nikel Roby-Coleman in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah, at least this one got called. 1st and goal. Let's get Fields on the edge. Let's run one in with Fields. Let's go. Vance Joseph is just searching for answers. Where's
There is
Sergio
no
Dip
answers.
where's Sergio Dip when you need him? 1st and goal at the 3, I formation. Fields. Play action, boot to the right. Get the edge, Justin.
Go,
run it
run
in,
it,
Justin.
run it.
Oh, he throws it last second.
Oh!
Touchdown! Cole Kmet! Boom! What a a savvy play by Justin Fields.
Where is
Oh,
this
there's
team
a flag.
Oh.
What's the flag?
Did we blow our load? Did we blow our load?
He did not cross the line of scrimmage, if that's what they're going to say.
Bad call if it is.
Come on, man. Figure it out, Zebras. They're still talking it over. No foul on the play.
Let's go.
Let's
go
Bears. Let's.
It's been so long since I've seen a smile on Harrison's face, and he definitely deserves it right now. Bears are now on top, 20-7. Cole Kmet with the second touchdown of the day. Bears fans deserve to celebrate. If you're a Bears fan, go ahead and type in the comment how excited you are about this lead that you have right now. But if you're not a Bears fan, don't worry, because there are other touchdowns that were scored during that game. The Titans are now taking the lead against Joe Burrow and the Bengals, 10-3. Titans are on. We are also live on Titans right now. Go ahead and check out that channel. Go ahead and subscribe to that channel. Like it. Who do you guys got in this game, Cincinnati or Tennessee? It's such a good matchup because you've got Joe Burrow, who's been banged up a little bit, but he's still got one of the top 2 receivers in the league right now. But of course, I can't go against King Henry. Derrick Henry is my guy, always will be, but he's had a slow start to the season so far. Will this be the game that he actually finally gets his rushing yards under his belt? Check out our Titans channel, guys. We're talking about him all the time. Petey is also our Titans guy. He does a great job right now. We're constantly updating you with news and rumors and games like this way, because 10-3 is a pretty good score for the Titans to be over on the Bengals, even though Joe Burrow may not be 100%. But that's just like a little asterisk right there. We're going to say Titans are still on top, 10-3. And of course, we're taking a live look around the NFL right now. We're going to take a quick, swift look to the Vikings and the Panthers. The Vikings are trying to get their first win of the season right now, still losing to the Panthers 10-7. Still taking a look around the NFL right now. We're going to be checking in with people like Harrison, people like Reetma, and Seeps, who may still have a little bit of life left in his eyes with the Vikings now on the board right now. But of course, let's go ahead and switch it on over to the Texans and Steelers game. I think it's pretty interesting. The Texans are on top 13-0 right now. So far, the passing leaders in today's game, they do lead with Trevor Lawrence, who played earlier in London, 207 yards on the day. Desmond Ridder, not that good. But we're talking about Alexander Mattison with the Vikings, 56 yards. He's a second rushing leader of the day, which is crazy because he hasn't done that much damage for me in fantasy this year. So I'm glad to see that he is actually making some rushing yards today. But now they do have Cam Akers in the Vikings backfield. So who's to know if Mattison will still get more reps throughout the game. We always going to do a live look around the NFL, so let's go ahead and switch on over to the NFC East matchup that's going on right now. Commanders and Eagles. My team, the Commanders, are so far on top, 14-7. Who do you guys got in the chat? Go ahead and type Philly or Washington. Let me know who your team is. I'm going to type a big fat WAS in those comments. It's a great time for me to talk to you guys about my picks that I have today in PrizePicks. It's our sponsor here at Chat Sports. They're a fantastic sponsor, and they're an even better app. All you have to do for PrizePicks is pick more or less on a player's projected stats, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. And my PrizePicks for today, I did take A.J. Brown to have less than 73.5 receiving yards, Brian Robinson Jr. to have more rushing yards, and Sam Howell to have less than 211.5 yards. And like I said, guys, I am watching this happen in real time. Let me just go ahead and refresh my app right now. I'll let you know if I'm going to win this money. So far, Sam Howell was a tough pick for me. Honestly, he's at 158 passing yards right now. I picked him to have less than 211. And the best part is they let you know in real time what their yards and their stats are, so I can keep it up to date right here, which is so easy. You don't have to go to all these different apps. PrizePicks has it all right now. So far, so good. I am still on the track. I put in $25 to win $100. All you have to do if you want to make your picks for this game or any game that's on the slate right now is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use promo code CLNS, and you can win a deposit matchup of up to $100. Watch yourself win some real money in real time. I'll let you guys know if I win some real money. Maybe I'll buy the office, some dinner tonight or something if I win $100. Who knows? Don't hold me to it, though. All right, once again, we are taking a live look around the NFL, periodically popping in with our Chat Sports channel to see what they're talking about for their home teams. But the Commanders and Eagles are on my mind right now. This is where I want to see So far, the Commanders do have the ball right now. It's 1st and 10, about 3 minutes left in the second quarter. I like the Commanders having the lead heading into halftime. That's not something we get to say pretty often. But if they can execute and actually finish the game with the lead, then that's all that matters. So far, there is a little bit of confusion on the field right now. Sam Howell, though, has had himself a day. Like I said, PrizePicks was updating me on his yards, so I already knew. He had 158 yards in the day so far, but 11 for 15 completions is not bad. He did hand the ball off to Brian Robinson Jr., who did make a few yards of a gain, but so far not enough. I'm going to say they are about 2nd and 6 now left in that game. Oh my gosh. Do you know who made an appearance? Not only is Donna Kelsey at the game, but Jake from State Farm is sitting next to Donna Kelsey. That would be a crazy commercial to have those two in the same one. I love Jake from State Farm.
Who's to say that's not in the works?
That's probably why he's there. They are now become best friends. I want Donna Kelsey to be my mom. I'm sorry, Lisa. You're a great mom, but Donna Kelsey just gives you that.
Donna Kelsey is like a celeb now.
She
She's
is.
hanging out with Taylor Swift.
100%.
Now Jake from State Farm.
I mean, come on.
And she's got like a great podcast of herself, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I need to watch it if she does, or listen to it. My gosh. Yeah, no, I am definitely on the Kelsey train, and I mean Donna Kelsey. That's my player that I pick. I want to hang out with Taylor Swift and Jake from State Farm. But like I said, we're going to be popping into games all around the league, and I don't want to go away from Commanders-Eagles now, knowing that Donna Kelsey is there. That's the biggest celebrity at any game I've seen this entire season. But so far, they're about 3rd and 8. The Commanders are now on. There's some confusion on the field, or is it a timeout? Yeah. Who knows with the Commanders, to be honest. But we're going to go ahead and check in with the Browns and the Ravens. Haven't touched on them in just a little while, but right now the Ravens are winning 7-3. The Browns did get a field goal up just a little while ago. And we are actually going to go check in with Tyler Jones, who has all the update information on the Ravens.
On Ravens, let's get a touchdown right now. See what the Ravens can do to deliver. 2nd and goal. 4:30 to play in the half. Ball at the 2-yard line. Lamar going to keep it himself. Follows a blocker. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. Flagged out. Let's see what the flag is. Offsides defense. Touchdown holds. Spam TD. Spam TD. The Ravens get on the board. They extend the lead. There we go. That's how it's done. That's what we wanted to see. The Ravens deliver a touchdown score and extend the lead by 2 scores. Lamar Jackson takes it to the house for 6. Justin Tucker on for the point after try. Extra point.
Teacher said it best, a 2-score lead. We love to see it. Tyler Jones is great providing us all the Ravens updates, and we love his energy, and this is a game he needs to be excited for. Ravens are now on top 13-3 against Myles Garrett and the Browns. Like we said, we are looking at NFL scores around the league today, all the noon slates, and like you just saw, Tyler Jones, we call him Teacher around here on The Office. We always check in with our other chat sports channels, so go on ahead and show them some love if you want to see directly those Ravens games. Tyler Jones brings you all that information. But of course, we do have a Titans channel here at Chat Sports, which we are currently live on right now. Titans, Bengals. Titans do have the lead 10-3. Type Cincinnati or Tennessee in the chat. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I think this game is a pretty solid matchup considering the injury for Joe Burrow. And of course, the Titans are still looking to redeem themselves from that ugly loss last week. 27-3. Nick Folk has been giving the Titans all of their offensive points. Gotta do better. Gotta do better, Titans. But like I said, there are a lot of good games going on right now. Texans and Steelers, 13-0. Did not see the Texans to be on top, and the Steelers have a goose egg, I'll be honest. Buccaneers did just recently score their first touchdown of the game, 7-3. Bucks are leading the Saints. My Commanders, 14-7, are beating the Eagles. And the Vikings are still losing. Panthers are on top, 10-7. Oh, and I will bite my tongue. The King, Derrick Henry has put the Titans up with an even bigger lead. The Titans are now beating the Bengals 16-3. I needed that from Derrick Henry. Not even for fantasy purposes. He just needed to finally score a touchdown. He has just been lackluster all 3 games. This is what I wanted to see from Derrick Henry. Just immediately shoves through so many tackles. God, he is a bowling ball of a human. I would never in my life want to be in Derrick Henry's way. Easy money, probably about a 25-yard touchdown. Good for Derrick Henry. Titans are on top. Speaking of being on top, the Rams are absolutely dominating the Colts 20-0. There is a flag on the play right now, so they're going to get back to resume their play in just a few minutes. But like I said, we are talking about multiple games, including the Commanders and the Eagles. Sam Howell and the Commanders are in the red zone. Sam Howell drops back, but he gets tripped up. God, that's just the most Commanders quarterback thing I've ever seen. He gets tripped up, doesn't make a play, and there is a loss of yards. But they are still in the red zone, which is saying a lot against a very, very good Eagles defense. We're going to check back in to see how Sam Howell does in that red zone. But while we're at it, go on ahead and let me know if this is the team that you guys are looking at today. Washington, Eagles. I love a good NFC matchup like this so early in the season. Normally, I have to wait until Thanksgiving before I want to get my fix of that NFC East matchup between the Cowboys and the Commanders. So we like it. I like it so far. We're going to take a quick swing on over to the Rams, who I said about 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the second quarter, and the Colts kicker, Matt Gay, is now on the screen, about to put the Colts on the board. Hopefully, he is the first player in NFL history with 4 field goals of 50-plus yards in a single game. Wow, keep that stat in your mind next fantasy. And the kick is up, and it is no good! I just talked you up, Matt Gay. So hype, and you missed it. Wide right, and the Colts are not on the board. That goose egg is still there. A fat 20-0. Matt Gay did just miss the kick. But it's not looking that much better for the Commanders. My God. Okay, Antonio Gibson did take the handoff from Sam Howell, fumbled it on the ground, recovered it, kept running, and still no touchdown. 3rd and goal. What is that? What kind of offense is that? That's just messy, in my opinion. But Commanders' wins are never clean, so if we're going to do it, might as well make a few faults while we're at it. But Commanders are still in the red zone, 3rd and goal right now, 1 minute and 48 left in the second quarter, about 14 seconds left on the snap clock. Can they get it done? Can we score here? Spam those comments for Washington Commanders. You can even write whatever you want in there for your Commanders nickname. I know Brett loving the commies right now. Sam Howell in the shotgun takes a snap, passes it over the middle. He connects with, let's see who his receiver is to see him make that play. But regardless, 4th and goal for the Commanders. Think they go for it here? We'll have to see. I don't see the kick team out just yet. We're going to see if the Commanders do actually go for a field goal or if they do want to try and get that first down. I believe they should be about 4 and 2, maybe? It seemed like very close. That was a fantastic pass from Sam Howell. Over the top. Guy that was already in coverage. Like to see it. Like to see it from the old Tar Heel. Can they execute right here? We're going to keep it right here with the Commanders Eagles. Let you guys know if they did. Actually, Brett is on top of it. They did score a field goal. I'll take it. I'd rather take 17 to 7. Did they not win? Did they not do a field goal? Okay, perfect. And they did a field goal. 17 to 7. Commanders are still up. I'm going to go with a field goal on that with the Commanders and their messy offense. I'm not going to go with a touchdown here. But the field goal from Joey Sly, 82.3% field goal percentage. Not bad. I know the Commanders do kick a lot of PATs and field goals, so we love to see it. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Commanders on top, 17 to 7, about to go into the half. About 1 minute and 39 left in that game before halftime. But, of course, we are checking on multiple games here in the NFL. And we haven't checked in on the game of today, in my opinion. Bills and Dolphins. The Bills are on top, 21 to 14. What's going on, Dolphins? What is going on? You just dropped like 70 points, I think, last week, and now you're losing to the Bills. No disrespect to the Bills. Great organization. But Miami Dolphins are going to try to score here again. Let's go on ahead and check in with Jake Riepma. He's going to give you the play-by-play action of his Miami Dolphins.
Showing the replay, we'll see if anything happened to Armstead. got shoved down a little bit. Tua took a hit as well. Oh, yeah. Armstead's walking off. One of the members of the athletic training staff has his helmet. And he is moving gingerly. 4th and 2 for the Dolphins. And we know this Dolphins offensive line is a little bit beat up with Connor Williams already out today. So Armstead will be another big loss. Fair catch called for and made. And a flag comes in. Deontay Hardy, the punt returner, took quite the shot, but he was blocked into.
All right, well, that was Jake Remo with the Dolphins. We're checking in with him periodically to see how his Miami Dolphins are doing against the Buffalo Bills. So far, 21-14. Bills are on top. We are going to swing on over now. We want to check in on that Commanders-Eagles game. It's turning out to be a little bit better of a ball game than I even predicted, and I am a Commanders fan. That says a lot. So right now, the Commanders are currently on top, but they are so close to getting into halftime. I don't want that lead to go away. It's 17-7 right now with the Commanders. They just scored a field goal just moments ago. Joey Sly did make that field goal to put them up 17-7. There are multiple games happening around the NFL right now in this noon slate. A lot of good games as well. We're taking a quick look in at Saints and Buccaneers. Buccaneers are currently up 7-3. Baker Mayfield is in the pocket. He throws it, not to Mike Evans, believe it or not, to Godwin, his other guy, and they did get a first down. I think it's a pretty good matchup so far. The Saints are going to have to score a touchdown, though, if they want to compete with the Buccaneers. Field goals aren't going to kick it. And we're checking into multiple games here around the league right now, and we're checking in with the Vikings and the Panthers. Adam Thielen is popping off as well. So far, Carolina Panthers are up 10-7, but you cannot forget about the NFC East matchup. I know Chase Sr. has all the details on his Philadelphia Eagles, but it's always go Commanders. What's up,
Two receivers to the left, tight end and a receiver to the right. It's Goddard and Brown to the right. Hurts flushed, runs left, tracked down by Chase Young. He gains about 1 or 2 on the play. For some reason, and I said this past week, Hurts has looked slow running the ball this year. Now, he injured the shoulder, so I'm not sure why, but it is interesting and of note.
Was able to get the edge there, but
good coverage
still.
by the Commanders, too. He got the edge there.
But didn't look very explosive.
Didn't look explosive. 2nd and 8 now, empty set. A.J. Brown and Goddard to the left. Zacchaeus and Smith and Gainwell to the right. Hurts will throw it. Check down. Tipped off the hands of Dallas Goedert into the air. And Goddard is lucky that the defender there wasn't 2 yards closer to that football.
That could have been dangerous.
Bad throw, I would say,
Yeah.
but a ball that Goddard has caught before. So now that sets up a 3rd and 8.
Now you're in danger zone. If you don't get this, the
Yeah.
Commanders get the ball back again with plenty of time.
3 timeouts left, 2 for Washington. Ball to 27. Hurts in the shotgun, 4-man front, throws right, pass caught, A.J. Brown. He's right at the marker. And it's going to be 4th and 1.
Brotherly shove it.
Brotherly shove it, I'd say. The thing is, because they have to run this brotherly shove, they're going to take time off the clock. And it's a long one. Eagles get a block to the outside. Hurts picks it up. Instead of running up the middle, they went to that left edge, and they get the first down. Type those ones. I would call a timeout here. I don't know if the Eagles are. If they called a timeout, clock would have stopped at 55 seconds. They're just going to go no huddle here. Hurts takes the snap, looks to throw, deep shot, down the center of the field. It's caught. What a catch. Devontae Smith. Game clock at 36. Eagles go no huddle. Smith caught it inside the 30.
What a catch!
And it is going to be a catch, I believe. He had to high point it, 50-50 it, and now the officials are going to review it inside 2 minutes.
Oh.
And I hate how the game clock went down to 8.
Mission and Coding Dojo is finding what's possible in our students' lives. If you are
Smith went up to get it on Emmanuel Forbes. I think he has control of that football.
Nothing from that angle.
It was called a catch. So the ball was juggling around. He has it right there on his arm, and it stays on his arm. That is a catch. Undisputed catch. But unfortunately for Philadelphia, not much time left. 18 seconds. I would have called a timeout right away.
Yeah.
Because if the play's reversed, you get the timeout back. Great throw by Hurts. He was hit by Jonathan Allen as he let that ball rip. And an even better catch by Devontae Smith.
What a beat.
Even if you get 3 here, it's a win. That is a catch.
He has a knack for making these catches against Washington.
He
Remember
does.
the one he had last year?
And that's on Emmanuel Forbes, who said, there's no player I want to defend more than Devontae Smith. Can we get to 1,000 likes before halftime? Commercial break. They're reviewing it. We're at 845 right now. Like the video. Make some noise. Let's go. We're cracking another drink. If we get to 1,000 likes, we have 2,800 people watching. Hit that thumbs up icon.
Let's
like
go.
the video. This is the best place to be outside of being at the link. Cheers to y'all in the meantime. We're up to 886. 886. Can we get to 1,000 before half? We're at $1,000 in super chats. Eagles looking to make a comeback. We're at 902 likes. The count for our 50-50 raffle is increasing. We're up to $70 for our 50-50 raffle. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We're at 931. Can we get there before we come back from commercial? Let's go. Go Birds. If you love the Birds, like the video. If you want the Eagles to score here, like the video and don't be that person who reverses it. Let's get the good vibes going. John Dasher, Nicole Robert, Baltazar, John, Sean, Robert, all with Venmo so far. At Chase_Senior, $10 buy-in for our Leprechaun race at halftime. We're at 975. Still a commercial break. We're 10 away. Almost 3,000 people watching live. 44,000 people have watched so far today. We got past 1,000. Let's go. Cracking another drink for that. Cheers to the Fly Eagles Fly family. You want to show that Venmo pic real quick? One of our last calls for our 50-50 raffle at halftime. We're doing a Leprechaun race. Passes caught by Devontae Smith. $10 buy-in. We're up to $70 right now. 50-50 raffle. Venmo me at Chase_Senior to get in with your chance to win free money. Here's the QR code here if you want to scan that to find my Venmo. Almost 3,000 people watching live. More likes that we get, more people who tune in. We're back from the commercial break. Huge play as Hurts put it up for grabs to Devontae Smith. And as Merrill Reese would say, Devontae Smith! Ball to 25. Eagles 1 timeout, 20 seconds left. So they put 2 seconds back on the game clock. Eagles get the ball after halftime. Hurts is in the shotgun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Back to his left is Gainwell. Hurts checks it down to Gainwell. Room to run, and he gets out of bounds. Stops the clock after a gain of about 4. Went through his progressions, checked it down. That play did not take 10 seconds. There was no way that play took 10 seconds. They say there's 10 seconds left on the game clock. 1 timeout left. Ball at the 23. 3-by-2 set for Philadelphia here. Hurts takes the snap. 4-man front for Washington. Flush to his right. He's going to have to throw it away, and now the Eagles are going to have to kick the field goal. If you had 5 more seconds left on the clock, you could have run another play.
Yeah, I don't.
Eagles so close to halftime right now. Chase Senior always providing you guys with that update, and we're providing you with updates around the NFL right now. We're going to pop right in to the Titans and the Bengals. On 2nd and goal, the Titans are in the red zone. Ryan Tannehill is trying to get something going. Can King Henry put another touchdown on the board? He throws it over the middle. Oh, brought down by the 2-yard line. So close. Unfortunately, it was not enough, but DeAndre Hopkins was the intended receiver. He did make that catch, making a name for himself here in the Titans uniform. We love to see it. Tannehill has definitely stepped up from his week 1 and his week 2. We're going to see if they can score a touchdown. 3rd and goal for the Titans in the Bengals. They definitely want to put more points on the board right here heading into halftime. This would be a huge win for the Titans, who got absolutely smoked last season. But we're going to have to wait to see if we can get that touchdown before the halftime, because the Titans did call a timeout. Who do you guys have in this matchup? I've asked it once. I'm going to ask it again. The Cincinnati Bengals or the Tennessee Titans, regardless of how Joe Burrow is feeling right now. I want you guys to be honest. Let me know who you got. I'm going to type 10. I'm a big fan of the Titans right now, who are about to score, hopefully, on this drive. Oh, we got a King Henry Wildcat going on right now. He catches it, and nothing happens. Are they going to roll? 2nd timeout, Bengals. Oh, King Henry looked dangerous in that backfield with that ball. Going to command that offense right now. So we're going to see if they can still score. We're going to see if they can score right here. Of course, Mike Vrabel not happy about that 2nd timeout called by the Bengals, disrupting them a little bit in their offensive scheme. But I think Derrick Henry and Mike Vrabel have something cooking up there in the backfield, as D. Henry was in the Wildcat. Before that that timeout did happen, can the Titans score a touchdown here? Like I said, guys, Tennessee is the game that I am going with right now. I want the Titans to be able to put another win under their belt. I think they have a solid team this year. I love Derrick Henry, absolutely. Tannehill could step up a little bit, but so far so good. The fact that they have 17 points on right now. All right, we're going to try this play again right now. Derrick Henry in the Wildcat. What's going to happen here? Derrick Henry has the ball. He's running to his right. He throws it over. Touchdown! Derrick Henry can do it all. He throws his first NFL touchdown, I want to say. Josh Weil has the touchdown. Wow! I love Derrick Henry, man, but I think I love him as a quarterback just as much as a running back. Derrick Henry did make this beautiful pass over. I can't stop laughing because of the way he jumped. His little legs just spread out. They're not little, but he did a really good job. He almost Derek Jetered it. Just kind of the one off the left foot over the middle. Doesn't matter how you did it, what form he did, but that is a Titans touchdown before the halftime. Titans are now on top, 23-3, absolutely smoking the Bengals. But they are not the only game going on right now. We are taking a live look in at multiple games around the league, and the Ravens are currently in the red zone right now. They almost got a touchdown. They did try to have a pass to an intended receiver, but he only got 1 foot in, so it was not a touchdown. But that play did look very well. So right now, the Ravens are currently leading the Browns 14-3. It's been tough without Nick Chubb, and the Browns right now, the offense has struggled just slightly, but you still do have Myles Garrett and the defense. And Deshaun Watson is also out. Yes, thank you for reminding me, Brad. That was a tough loss. Happened earlier this morning. So obviously you can see why the score is 14-3. Right now, Ravens are on top. Can they add one more touchdown before the halftime will happen? They're on 3rd and 5, about 17 seconds left. Myles Garrett took a knee down on the field during this timeout, took his helmet off. You know he's working in overtime right now because he's got to make up the lackluster of the offense because of the injuries that they have had. So we're going to see if they can get on the board just like the Buffalo Bills just did with a field goal. They did make that score 31-14. They are dominating the Dolphins right now. We're definitely going to check in with Reitman here after that halftime to see how he is doing with his unbelievable Dolphins, who put up 70 points last week. Well, you're not winning this week right now. Once again, taking a live look in around all the NFL games. We're going to go back to the Browns right now. Let's see if the Browns defense and Myles Garrett can make a stop right here. They're about the 8-yard line in the red zone, third and 5. And drops back. Lamar Jackson rolls out. He throws it. Double coverage. Tight end. Touchdown. Wow. Mark Andrews, the tight end touchdown. We love to see it. Double coverage. Lamar said, screw it. Andrews is down there somewhere. He just absolutely threw it to the back corner. Wow. That was a beautiful catch by Mark Andrews. Just absolutely climbed the ladder on 2 Browns secondary players. And that will put the Ravens up 20-3. We'll see if they'll make the PAT here in just 1 second. But Mark Andrews is the tight end you want to have on your team. He's a tight end you want to have on your fantasy team. He is a great tight end. Shout out to Lamar Jackson. Gosh dang it, I started Tua over Lamar today. That hurts. But the kick is up and the kick is good. 21-3. Ravens are stomping all over the Cleveland Browns right now, which is unfortunate without Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson. We can see the Browns offense is clearly struggling. Someone check on Myles Garrett. We know he's been working in overtime on defense right now. A lot of games are now heading into halftime. There's now 11 seconds left in this game. Baltimore Ravens are up against the Cleveland Browns 21-3. But we are checking in on multiple other games that are going on in the league right now. I'm going to go on ahead and refresh my page here to see which games are in halftime right now. Most of them, but the good part is that Rams and Colts did just start their third quarter. The Rams are currently up 20-0 against the Colts. The Colts did try to put 3 on the board with Gay just before the halftime, but they couldn't execute that. So we're going to see if they can actually score here in the third quarter. But go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me if you have not. Going ahead and show our channel some love. We are currently live right now on Titans, on Bills, on Colts, and on our main channel here at Chat Sports. And every studio in this office right now is filled with other Chat Sports employees, giving you guys love, showing you guys what's going on all the games on NFL Sunday, including our very own Jake Riepma, who is checking in on his Dolphins, who are down, losing to the Bills 31-14. Riepma, how you hanging in there, buddy?
Dolphins letting the clock run. Tyreek Hill goes in motion, run up the middle, he stops short, and so the Dolphins are content to go to the locker room down 31-14. I don't think either team are going to use the timeout here. Oh no, the Bills did. So Mike McDaniel getting awfully conservative there on 3rd and 7 with the run up the middle. And the Bills take a timeout with 17 seconds left, so they'll have a few shots here.
I want to say something for the record real quick. I saw someone in the chat say that I took off the Dolphin suit.
That's not true. I've
had it on this entire half. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Welcome. Let's go. Yeah, the Dolphins need some energy. We're good. The Dolphins need something. Well, maybe we get them some cheeseburgers, some sliders. Anything. No, the Dolphins need it, I'm saying. They started hot. They have not been hot since. Punt goes out of bounds.
Probably going to knee it out, I would assume.
Dolphins do get the ball at the half. 7 seconds left. If we get to 200, I'll let the game day fit be revealed.
Jack Lotteray in a Dolphin suit is something I did not know I needed, but very much did. That Dolphins channel, they're trying hard right now as the Bills are on top 31-14, but clearly they are still having fun in their Chat Sports studio, wearing that Dolphin suit and talking about sliders. What else can you talk about when your team is losing? Well, we're going to give you a quick halftime update going around the league right now. Take a live look. Of course, we know the Jaguars did beat the Falcons earlier this morning in London, but right now at halftime, the Bills are beating Jake Riepma and his Dolphins 31-14. And the Bears are finally, possibly, gonna get their first win of the season. 21-7, Bears are on top against the Denver Broncos, and we just saw the Ravens go 21-3 on top of the Browns. They did make a great touchdown pass from tight end Mark Andrews, and the Buccaneers are on top with the Saints 14-3. Saints are gonna have to pick it up. We know that Trace is live. A couple studios here behind me talking about the Saints right now. We know he definitely needs some love on his channel, and my Commanders are on top of the Eagles 17-10, and the Vikings are trying to beat the Carolina Panthers, which is sad. It's just sad all around. We don't know what's happening with the Vikings. They're currently losing 13-7 in that game. It did just start in the third quarter, so we're going to see if the Vikings can score here in this quarter. And the Texans are blowing out the Steelers. Big fat goose egg, 16-0. Texans are on top. I think the Bears, in my opinion, taking a look around this league right now, the Bears are the most surprising to me. The Broncos did try to compete with the Commanders. Commanders did ultimately come out on top a few weeks ago, but I thought the Broncos were looking pretty good. Bears were not leading into this game. So the fact that they can finally get some light, give Chicago fans some love, I like the Bears game going on right now. But that is a live look into all the games that are currently in halftime. We do have the Rams, Colts. Rams are on top 20-0. That game is currently going on. The Bears game is currently going on, and the Vikings game is back in the third quarter. As of right now, of course, like we said, Chicago is up 21-7, and the Rams are up 20-0. So we're watching the Colts right now try to make something happen. Oh, big fat hit on Anthony Richardson in the backfield. Just couldn't get anything going. I'll tell you what, Byron Young and Kobe Turner are incredible additions to Aaron Donald and that defensive line for the Rams. They have been dominating this year, absolutely getting that late hit on Richardson, almost in that end zone. Not bad, but there was a flag on the play here in the Rams game. And even though I was giving Kobe Turner some praise, there was a personal foul on my man Kobe Turner. So that rookie's going to have to learn a little bit of rules, but that's okay. So far, so good in the Rams game right now. Wow, I see where that personal foul did come in. Quarterback Richardson was already going down, and Kobe Turner just came and gave him a nice little chest bump right there and knocked him down. So far, that is the fourth Rams penalty for 45 yards on that game. But the other game that is very intriguing right now, 21-7, the Bears and the Broncos. We want to go see how Harrison is doing, but just 1 second. But first, we are going to take a live look in at other games that are going on right now, and we want you guys to know what's going on in the NFL. So far, so good on the Rams. Despite Kobe Turner's personal foul, they are still doing a good job holding the Colts 2nd and 10. Let's see if they can go ahead and force a punt here sometime soon. So far, Richardson has had 4 for 8 completions for only 47 yards. Moss has 6 rushes on the day. Not bad for the Colts, but you got to make something happen. You got to have more than 47 yards, Richardson. That's not going to cut it against the Rams right now. So go on ahead and type in the comments who you guys got in any of these matchups going on right now. Richardson does get taken down. Wow, he tried so hard to make a play happen, and I think Aaron Donald tripped him up so quick. So now we're going to go check in on Harrison. 21-7, Bears over the Broncos. Let's see what Harrison has to say about his Chicago Bears.
Javonte Williams, rushing yards. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Devastating. I also had Justin Fields more than.
Lord Vader Fields' first 300-yard game. It's on track.
Let's go.
The real Rezzy. Nah, that X green and gold wearing bum screen, run it on 3rd and 12, roll out. Nah, I need to see more. I hear what you're saying. Yes, we need to see more than one game of this, but this is a good start. Nick Haney, I'll read it after this play. Fields under center, going to hand it off. Herbert driving, gain of about 3. We haven't seen Roshan today, Rolly. Bit of a surprise.
He's been quiet.
I don't even know if he's gotten a carry. Maybe 1 or 2.
He has that reception.
Yeah. Bear down. I hope this is the offense or what the offense needed. Spark the rest of the year. Denver feels like a stretch due to the first 3 weeks. Yeah, I mean, look, you want to see a good second half here, then, you know, if you go play well in Washington, then you might be building something. But this is certainly a good start. 2nd and 6. Fields in the shotgun. Hand it off. Herbert gets about 3 or 4. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Whole playbook open. Yeah, is Vance Joseph fired after this?
Sam, the Broncos are bad.
Yeah, Javonte Williams out with the hip injury.
Hopefully PrizePicks will fund me. I know they will.
Oh, man. 3rd and 3. Full playbook open here, Rolly.
I say
You run the football again?
I say run it. Back-to-back runs. Pick up the first down. You're in the 40 range, so
Yeah.
I think it's very much 4-down possibility.
Maybe. You're up 14.
Dude, how is it possible the Bears have not converted a 3rd down?
They haven't been in 3rd down a lot. Fields drops back, looks, throws,
Oh,
caught.
yeah.
DJ Moore. That is the main man. He's over 100 yards on the day. Type your ones. Type your DJs.
I
Let's
tell
go.
you what, the two were just maybe they just needed time to get good chemistry together, but the two have just been on fire today.
They're just in sync, man. The only incompletion Fields has thrown, it was a Hail Mary at the end of the half. He's now 17 of 18.
So to me, he's perfect.
Yeah. Hail Marys are like full court, half court shots at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
They shouldn't count. They should not count against a quarterback's completion percentage. They should not count
I
against
actually
a
agree.
basketball player's. If you shoot from beyond half court, it should not go against you. Fields, play action. Oh, he's under pressure.
That's a face mask.
Oh, did he dump that?
Well, that's intentional grounding.
Yeah, unless they're going to say Herbert was in the air. I think they blew it dead anyway. Clock's running. I don't know what the call is going to be here. I mean, oh, God. They tried to pull the fullback Rolly, and he just didn't get there.
That looked like a
He just did not get there. Fields was pointing at his head. I think he saw what you saw. I think he thought there was a face mask
I thought there was
there.
face mask on first look.
Well, now it's 2nd and 18.
Yeah. So they either blew it dead or they called intentional grounding.
I think it was a sack.
But I honestly think he got rid of it. That's the thing.
Yeah. Makes no difference. It'd be a spot foul.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Fields in the gun. Mooney in motion. Fields throws underneath. Komet.
Go Cole.
Driving forward. I like that. You get about 9. You got a
Get
chance
3rd
here
and
on
10,
3rd down.
3rd and manageable.
Got a chance here on 3rd down. Quick, decisive. I've seen a more decisive quarterback today.
Vikings.
What's the score in that game?
13-7.
13-7 Carolina.
Shit.
Wow.
The Vikings are horrific.
Cole Komet, 67
day
yards,
from
2
Cole.
touchdowns. I wonder how many people started him in fantasy this week. Probably not many. 3rd and 9 here.
Come on, Jay.
Fields takes a snap.
What
Free
the
rusher
hell?
again. Slant. Caught. First down.
What
I mean,
a play!
this quarterback is absolutely dialed in, Rolly.
Dude,
2 free rushers. Sidearm flick for a gain of
the
10.
left tackle didn't even move. Watch this, Harry.
That conversion is unbelievable, and he got cracked. What a catch by DJ Moore, too. That is unreal. Boner alert in the chat.
I think I saw someone commenting that earlier, too. That's one hell of a play from both Fields and Moore.
I mean, that's a ridiculous conversion. That was ridiculous. Oh, a little reverse. Bayless Jones, bounce it, makes a man miss. Bayless gets a first down, cuts inside, gain of 13.
Again.
Let's go, Bayless.
Type.
Those
flag.
ones.
Flag.
Oh,
There's a
flag?
There's a flag. I don't want to put out the graphic yet.
Come on. That flag came in at the last second.
It's a late flag.
Is this a blocking by the receiver? Blocking the back. This is going to be one of those where you look at Darnell Wright, where he probably didn't need to do it. He's pointing at himself. I mean, dude, the plays. By the way, that's like borderline shoulder, by the way. I mean, I guess it's back. Just, what are you doing?
Unbiased rolling. I think that's
Yeah.
He
It's just
stupid
stupid football. He's
Yeah,
already got 9 yards there.
didn't need
Worst
to do
case, it's 2nd and 1.
But I think it's still going to actually.
It's going to be like, it's basically replay the down.
I think it's 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's basically you're replaying the down because it was 10 yards downfield.
Saints stink.
It just sucks. I mean, Bayless has not been involved at all. You finally get a little chunk play with them and it goes away. Play action, Borum whiffs again, dude.
Oh my
Screenplay.
God. Hold on the ball.
Mercedes Lewis, the 38-year-old, gain of 8.
First time he caught a ball all year.
Dude, does Larry Borum want to block anybody?
I'm telling you, I don't know if he doesn't know like the snap count, but it's like he's on a delay. He's on a personal
Dude, what
delay.
is he doing? I mean, he's getting speed. You may have to start chipping over there because that was ugly. Mercedes Lewis rumbling and stumbling at 38, though. You love to see it. 2nd and 2 at the 31. Mooney in motion, handoff Herbert, easy first down. Type your ones.
First down, let's go.
You get 7 here, Rolly. You're feeling good about where you sit.
Might be over.
Might be.
I got to check the final Ryder Cup score.
Yeah, that's a good call. Under 8 minutes to go in the
We
third
win
quarter.
all the matches besides
I don't know.
at the end. Besides Rex, that was
Dude, apparently he conceded a 4-footer. Why would you do that? 1st and 10 for the Bears.
No, okay, we ended up not winning.
Yeah. I don't think it would have mattered, but
It
it's
would
still
they
pretty
ended up
brutal.
getting
Fields hands it off. Herbert. Ooh, shoestring tackle. Otherwise, that might have gone for more. He picked up
Yeah.
about 3.
Spieth and Lowry have.
Yeah.
McIntyre actually.
2nd and 7.
2 years from now, though, that's Cage Black.
I kind of like how the Bears are. I mean, it's too early to be trying to run the game out, but like, this is a
long drive.
methodical drive.
Yeah.
You get 7 here plus chop off 5, or you're already 6.5 minutes old on this drive. You knock off 8
You know
minutes.
what this is? This is good. This is
good
football.
This is good football,
This
man.
is good football, man. Haven't seen it often.
Breath of fresh air, I'll tell you what. Fields takes the snap, looking, finds his check
Go
down.
Khalil.
Khalil Herbert,
Oh boy.
nowhere going. He'll lose a yard.
But
Be
you
3rd
know,
and 8.
That's a different field than what we've seen.
Yeah,
Because that was a quick and decisive check down.
yeah,
He didn't spend all day in the pocket and then just
Yeah.
throw it out at the end. I know it didn't give up many yards, but he quickly realized, all right, I got to go to the check down.
yeah. Well, I think he knows too. Borum's struggling over there.
Yeah.
The left tackle. 3rd and 7 here. You got to be smart here. You obviously want to get 7, Rolly, but 3 makes it a 3-score game. Fields takes the snap. All day to throw. Fires.
Oh,
Darnell
yeah!
Mooney inside the 10.
Let's go! Tight
Let's
those
go.
ones
Type your ones.
as we enter the Prize Picks Red Zone.
Daily fantasy sports, more than, less than, prizepicks.com/CLNS. Kind of a mesh concept there, Rolly. Let's Mooney clear, hits him on the run, easy pitch and catch. prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Mooney's got 4 for 51. Feels like everybody's getting involved
Everyone's
today.
getting involved.
Claypool, sayonara. 1st and goal at the 9. Fields hands it off up the gut. Is that Roshan? Gain of 7. Get Roshan downhill. Gain of 7.
Give me Justin Fields 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Come on. Manufacture it. Do a pop pass.
That or just a little play action boot again. Dude, I love the way Roshan finishes runs.
Yeah,
He
reminds me
falls.
a lot of. I'm not gonna say he's as talented, but like he reminds me in a way of like the way he like is looking for contact almost. Nick Chubb.
Yeah. I mean, he's not. Him and Monty are similar.
Come on.
I think he's a little more
Give me a little
explosive.
play
than
action.
Monty.
Komet, give him a hat trick.
2nd and goal at the 3. Fields hands
Oh.
it off. Roshan. Maybe a
Bad
half
guy, like,
yard.
actually wanted to get tackled.
3rd and goal here.
Maybe it's just me.
You got to put the ball in your quarterback's hands here.
Well, now you do. This is a quick quarter. We're already under.
440 here. You get
440.
7 here. It's
Dude,
it's
This
curtains.
is the second possession of the entire quarter.
I mean, this drive's been what, 9 minutes?
Yeah.
9, 10, and counting.
Good call.
14 plays, 64 yards. Just methodical. 7 runs, 7 pass. Fields under center. Herbert's back into the game now. Mooney's going to come in motion. Fields boot to the left.
Oh boy. Oh, whoa.
Dancing.
Whoa.
Fields throws.
Whoa.
End zone. Did he catch it? Touchdown! Khalil Herbert! Ryan Poles is loving it.
Kidding me? Mr. Fields, have a day.
This is a career game for this guy.
I mean, he was dead to rights. Made the defender miss.
Harrison Graham and Nick Rowley are obviously very excited for the Bears on top 27-7, and we're excited here on NFL Maine because we just got a $20 super chat. Boston Bob, have you been watching my Celtics channel? Yes, I did have breaking news today. I had to do that before NFL Red Zone. We love the support here. We're always accepting super chats. $20. Wow, we're big spinning right here right now, chat. I just said chat. Brett, which is really good because I'm going to need that $20 because I don't think I'm about to win $100 on my power play for PrizePicks. Unfortunately, I did pick less for A.J. Brown to have less than 73.5 yards on my PrizePicks, which is so sad because right now, PrizePicks is updating me in my app. And this little green bar is showing me that A.J. Brown has 71 yards. As you can see, that's not what I picked here. So now we know life is too short. Life is too short. Pick the more. That's Allie's advice for PrizePicks because when you guys go and make your picks, I want you to take that advice. I picked less for A.J. Brown. Bad move by me. I put in $20 to win $100. I don't think I'm going to hit on my power play. But if you want to show me out, if you want to pick more in all of your picks, all you have to do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. You're going to win a deposit of up to $100. You can make your own power plays. Always go with the more. That's my opinion. Watch yourself win some money in real time. It's so easy to use. I did this days ago because I knew I was excited for the matchup. You can even do it up before the NBA season even starts. Pick your picks. Take 60 seconds or less, more or less on any players from 2 to 6 players, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any injury. Well, so close. So close right now, but we are going to do a live look-in at the NFL scores going around the league right now. Coming out of halftime, I think all games are now back in action. So right now, we've got the Bills up on the Dolphins, 31-14. We do have the Bears over the Broncos, 28-7. Ravens on top of the Browns, 21-3. Titans on top of the Bengals, 24-3, which we actually do have an update. T. Higgins is out of the Bengals game with a rib injury. He is not going to return today. And the Rams did just score a field goal, 23-0 on top of the Colts. Got to have a little bit more here from the Colts. Buccaneers 14-3 on top of the Saints, and Commanders, no thanks to A.J. Brown, his receiving yards. Commanders are still on top, 17-13, and Vikings are not on top. Panthers 13-7. Steelers are now on the board with a field goal, 16-3. Texans on top. Of course, we do have more games coming on later in the game, but we want to check in with all of our channels around here. The studio's always bumping. Everybody is giving you so many updates from your favorite team. We haven't checked in with Tracy Trace and the New Orleans Saints. There might be a reason for that because the Saints can't seem to score a touchdown, but there is no bigger Saints fan than Trace. He's going to tell you what is what's going on with Derek Carr. Trace, how is it going down in the Bayou?
I'm really not happy about this game. To be honest, this has been a very bad game. They're gonna lose this game over because they let it be known the Buccaneers are not beating the Saints. The Saints are beating themselves. Let it be very known that the Buccaneers are not the better football team on the field. The Saints not only are the best, but they're also the worst football team.
Yikes! Somebody check on Trace. I don't think he's doing well. I don't think he's doing well right now. He and his Saints are not doing well right now, but they may have gotten a little bit of a break. Mike Evans has been ruled out of the ball game for the Buccaneers with a hamstring injury. Tough blow for the Buccaneers offense, but can the Saints take advantage of this mishap and actually put some points on the board? We're going to check back in with Trace a little bit later. God, I hope he's feeling better because that was tough. I just got eerie and depressed in here because of how Trace is feeling with the Saints. Normally, he is so loud, he is super energetic, but I don't blame him. That's a tough blow going on right now, but the Dolphins are also kind of not having a good game right now. I do have Tyreek Hill to have more than, I think, 89.5 yards, and right now he's about 55.5 on my PrizePick app, so we're going to see what Jake Riepma has to say about the Dolphins, and will Tyreek Hill get more yards along with Tua Tagovailoa? Jake, what's going on?
Good to see Waddle making his second catch of the game. There is a flag down, so let's wait. Illegal contact on the defense. Penalties declined. Move those chains. Jalen Waddle. Great to see him back in the lineup. He ran through the contact, creates the separation, just as Romo said. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. And they are inside the PrizePicks red zone. Remember to go to prizepicks.com/CLNS for a $100 deposit match. It's Mostert hurdling defenders, but knocked down at the line of scrimmage. And this Bills defense is getting penetration on the run in the run game. It's so different than a week ago where these Dolphins running backs wouldn't be touched from 10 yards on. But a lot of blue in the backfield this week in terms of the running game. All right, 2nd down and 10 from the 15. Tua is in the shotgun. Barrios in motion. Play action. Tua steps up. Pressured. Now he's going to run it and slide at the 10 alertly. And now it's 3rd down and manageable from the 10-yard line. 3rd and 6. Yep, good on Tua to slide. I don't know if anyone's heard this or not. I got a little fired up this week on the show when people keep talking about Tua's health. But any way to keep your quarterback from taking on those hits, you will. So when he's running in the open field like that, love to see him slide down. There's a Bills player down right now. I can't see the number. Might be Ed Oliver, I think. All right, it'll be 3rd down and 6. But since the Dolphins are in the PrizePicks RedZone, let me tell you about PrizePicks as they are today's official sponsor. And I'm super pumped to have them on board because I love playing PrizePicks. It's the best way to play daily fantasy sports. It's also really nice, especially for someone like me, not the best with technology. It's a really easy to use app, and it's easy to ultimately win big. So all you do, you select 2 or more players, pick stats, and that's right, you place your entry on that. It's that easy. So for example, here's what I did this week. I do it every week with the Dolphins. I'm taking more on Tyreek Hill's projected receiving yards and more on Tua Tagovailoa's projected passing yards. How we doing so far? Tua has 179 yards passing, so he needs less than 100. I'd say he's on pace. And Tyreek Hill, 39. He is the Dolphins' leading receiver, but he's got his work cut out for him. But, hey, when you have the big play potential like Tyreek Hill, you're just one play away. But that's how easy it is to use PrizePicks. It's a ton of fun, and we got a special deal for you for being a Dolphins fan, being a Dolphins Today subscriber. Don't wait. Set up your PrizePicks account today. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a deposit match up to $100. And don't worry, that link is in the comments and the description of our watch party today. So one more time, prizepicks.com and use code CLNS for a first deposit matchup to $100. All right. 31-14, Dolphins facing 3rd down and 4. And Jack's got a question for you. What are you eating today? Very personal question from Jack. I love it. I love it. I had we had a few sliders in the Chat Sports office today. They were pretty good. Some chicken tendies, some homemade chips. And here we go. 3rd down and 6. They can get a first down. They're at the 11-yard line. Tua's in the shotgun. 5 wide. Waddle goes in motion. Tua to the end zone. Got his man. It's Braxton Berrios. Touchdown, Dolphins. They're right back in this game, baby. Braxton Berrios. First touchdown reception of the season. Mr. Reliable. Mr.
Well, there's Jake Rima and the Dolphins giving you all the updates on that recent touchdown to put the Dolphins back in the game. 20-31, the Bills are still on top, and we're still doing live look-ins at multiple games around the NFL Week 4, giving you guys updated scores, including the fact that the Dolphins did just score. Broncos are not yet in the game. 28-13 with the Bears. And we're going to do some live look-ins on some other games going on in our Chat Sports studio right now. But we still got some injury updates as well. The Steelers did just his knee, Dan Moore, the offensive tackle, has now left the game for the Steelers. Although the Steelers were not having a very good game to start off with, they are currently losing to the Texans, so that's just another big blow. And the fact that their offense needs to get something going now without their offensive tackle. We're giving you updates, injury updates, as well as live scores, live look-ins, and we are checking in on Chat Sports all day long. 16-3 is what the Texans score is right now currently with the Steelers. We know that Jack Sperry is our Steelers host here at Chat Sports, and he always has his rally towel ready to go, getting you Steelers fans excited even if you're not on top. Jack Sperry, we're going to check in with them and the Steelers.
4-down territory. You're down by 2 touchdowns. You're in their territory. It's short yardage here. Unless there's a sack, I'm going for it on 4th. Come on, man. We can't lose to the Red Power Rangers today. We just can't. From shotgun. 3 wide receivers on the field. Freiermuth, the tight end. Najee, the running back, to Pickett's right. Takes the snap. Pickett, nothing there to start his first read. He escapes outside the pocket. Throws on the run. And is caught by Najee. He cannot keep his feet, though. Oh, no, he stays up. He's not been marked down. He is fighting.
Oh, let's go, Najee!
And he gets inside the 10-yard line. First down, Steelers. Let's go. They are now in the Bet US red zone here. You go to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Steelers125 for a 125% deposit bonus today.
What a play by Najee Harris.
Kenny tried to go to Pat Freiermuth, who's actually injured on the play. Pat Freiermuth is injured. Looks like he blew out like a hamstring or something.
Oh, no.
He is on the ground. It was a non-contact injury. Not Muth, too, man. Type 88 in the...
Oh, my God. My fantasy is done. Freiermuth is down with the Steelers. Jack Sperry just gave us that update. We are going to check in on some other games going on right now, and I want you guys to all know I told you I will be updating you with my prize picks, and I just busted. Thank you for nothing, A.J. Brown. I picked you to have less than 73.5 yards, and A.J. Brown put more on the board, including a touchdown for the Eagles. Gosh darn it. I'm going to pull a Kirk Cousins right now. Gosh darn it. There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. If the PrizePicks gods want me to win $100 right now, you will not have A.J. Brown do this. He was at 71 receiving yards. I had him less than 73.5. I know that's now a stretch, but...
Sorry, Allie. It was on the Commanders.
Of course it was. Why wouldn't it be? I am a Commanders fan, and you're not even going to help me out. Gosh darn it. Okay, Eagles are on top. I got to compose myself. I'm a professional. I can do this. I just lost $100. This is why you play PrizePicks, because it gets you so amped up to watch the games, even though I just lost. That's okay, because I put other bets in, because we had a feeling the Commanders were going to another picks. I picked more picks in. So don't worry. I've got other ones. And they did a 2-point conversion, and they are in. Wow. Eagles just shat right on the Washington Commanders in this run. 21-17. Eagles are now on top, and I am out. I could have won $100. I'm out 20 for sure, but I could have won $100. Well, that's why you play. That's why you pick better picks than I do. Gosh darn it. It's 50-50, man. And I lost. Whatever. That's why we keep playing. But that is not the only game that has got some momentum going on. The Colts are now on the board against the Rams. It's just 8 points, but still, we like it. We did have a nice solid play here from... Oh, I actually do not know who that receiver was for the Colts. But regardless, they are now on the board, 23-8. That is what the game is going on, and we're still doing live look-ins with the Steelers. Kenny Pickett did just make an incredible throw. Caught. And the Steelers are now making some momentum right now. Ooh, 16-3. Steelers are still down. They're still on the injury timeout. But we are going to check back in with Jack Sperry here in just a few moments. We are still taking a live look around. Gosh, Trace and the Saints are still not having the game of their lives. But Alvin Kamara is actually back from his suspension, making his NFL season debut today. obviously not doing enough to be able to make the Saints have a win, but Kamara is back nonetheless. And Derek Carr actually played today for the Saints, despite having an AC joint injury that he suffered last week. He said earlier this week, if I can play, I'm gonna play. Not to say Jameis Winston couldn't get the job done, but obviously Derek Carr needs a little bit more help. So we're gonna go check in with Trace actually, because he's got some energy to share. What's going on, Trace?
Those chains! Move those chains! Everyone type those ones. Everyone type those ones. Just like Droman, Kathleen, Sandra, I'm just that guy. Joshua, G, Roxy, Don Casey, Sandra, Dow, John, Chris Clay. Shout out to y'all. Type those ones. Let's go, Saints fans. Let's get this drive together. Let's close this drive out together. Derek Carr hands the ball off to Alvin Kamara, who makes one man miss. He's going to fight forward, fall down, gain of about 2. 2nd and 7, maybe 8. 2nd and 8 or 7, depending on the spot. Let's go, Saints. If you want to score, like this video. If you want a touchdown, like this video. Let's get 20 likes right now. 2nd and 9, it's only a gain of 1. Let's get 20 likes right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Accursed Studios, thank you. Thank you. I'm solo producing this. It's tough. I have a million things to try to take care of, so thank you. Saints, Taysom Hill has some pressure. He makes a man miss. He's going to make another man miss, and he actually gets positive yards. What should have been a loss of 5 is a gain of 5. 3rd down, Saints. 3rd down, Saints. It's 3rd down. It's 3rd down, Saints. It's 3rd down, New Orleans. Type those threes. Accursed Studios, thank you for looking out for me, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. 3rd down. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Get loud. Get loud. 3rd and 4. Carr back in. 2, 1. They get the snap off. Carr, pump fakes. Goes to Kamara in the flat. Kamara has space. Kamara makes a man miss. First down, and the Saints are inside the PrizePicks red zone. The Saints are in the PrizePicks red zone. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Finish this drive. Finish this drive. If we get 20 likes right now, the Saints will get a touchdown. Don't let them down. Don't let them down. Saints need a touchdown so bad. 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Like the video. Don't take any chances. Come on. Hit the thumbs up icon. We need 20 likes right now. Taysom Hill in at quarterback. And he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked. What happened? I said like the video and we got 2. 2 people liked it when I asked you to. Look what happens. Taysom Hill gets sacked. I'm trying to help you out. I'm doing my darndest. But you need to help me. You at home need to help me. Accursed Studios, man, you are an absolute legend today. I'll pop that up here after this play-by-play. Give me just a few minutes. Taysom Hill has played all over the place. Quarterback, backfield, tight end, wide receiver. I mean, he's played everywhere today. Carr in. Screen pass to Olave. He has a block. He's going to go out of bounds. 3rd and 10, about, with 2:03 left in the 3rd quarter. 2:03 left in the 3rd quarter. Accursed Studios, love your energy. You keep that. I see great things. Thank you so much for saying that. Your words mean a lot. It doesn't matter what fan base you cover. It doesn't matter who you love, who you know, whatever. I just appreciate you for saying that. Feedback like that means a lot to me. So thank you so much for giving me a compliment like that. All right, Carr takes a snap. Over the middle to Kamara. Why are we throwing it in the flat on 3rd and 9? Or why are we throwing it on a short curl in front of 2 defenders on 3rd and 9? My football teams cannot freaking do anything right. And the field goal unit's coming out. You ain't winning freaking football games if your only person scoring is a goddamn kicker. I'm so out on Pete Carmichael. I'm so out on him. I want him never, ever, 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 ever
As we can see, Trace is still struggling with the Saints offense right now, just like they are about to put up a field goal. Hopefully they will make it because I don't know what Trace is going to do if they don't make it. They need to put more points on the board before he literally pops a blood vessel. Well, that was Trace with the Saints, and we are still taking a live look in at all the scores around the NFL right now. Currently, we do have the Bills up on the Dolphins 34-20, and the Bears are making their name known. It only took 4 weeks. 28-14 over the Broncos. Ravens on top of the Browns, Titans on top of the Bengals, and Rams still on top of the Colts. We are doing live look-ins around other studios here at Chat Sports, and I'm going to let you know about Trace and his Saints, and they did score that field goal. Nobody needs a check on Trace's pulse right now. He is alive. He is okay because the Saints now have 6 points on the board. But the Dolphins still need to have some more on the board so that they can win, and we can see Rietma do his thing. Going ahead and check in with Rietma and the Dolphins right now.
And a return for White, still on his feet, back to about the 35-yard line. Third interception of the season, second turnover of the day, first pick by Tua.
That was Rietma with the Dolphins right now, of course, doing live look-ins on multiple other Chat Sports studios, making sure you guys are up to date on everything going on NFL Sunday. We are covering our noon slate games right now, and of course, on my screen, we do have the Ravens and the Browns, 21-3 Ravens on top of a very struggling Browns offense. No Nick Chubb, no Deshaun Watson. This is tough. I unfortunately did not start Lamar Jackson in my fantasy league because I thought Tua was going to dominate the Bills. I was sorely freaking mistaken. But Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are still holding strong, but we are going to go check on Petey, who might not be holding strong because of this score right now. Petey is the ultimate Browns fan, and he's going to get you up to date with this game. What's going on, Petey?
There it is. He's down. So it is a sack. I thought his knee was down. Meanwhile, the Eagles, who trailed the Commanders, have come back. They're leading 21-17 right now. The Titans are ship-pumping the Bengals, 27-3. Third down. DTR throwing over the middle. That is nearly intercepted. Trying to make a play, looking for Njoku. It was tipped. And now it's 4th and 21. The Browns do have to punt. Yeah, we'll hit the super chat, and then we'll tell everyone about AG1. But Adam Gable with a $5 super chat. $200 million QB.
Petey's hanging in there, just like the Browns' offense is, without their star player, Nick Chubb and Deshaun Watson. But we will check back in on Petey to see how his self-confidence is doing after this absolutely blowout. And that's what we do here at Chat Sports. We keep you guys up to date on everything going on around the NFL, around the NBA. We want you guys to be in the know. That is why you subscribe to this channel. We are constantly putting out information. I do not want to be anywhere else other than right here, hanging out with you guys, making sure you're up to date on everything Chat Sports. Hit that subscribe button today. We are now currently doing a live look-in on all the games on NFL Week 4. On the noon slate, we're also going to be having a little bit of coverage on our other channels of the later games and, of course, Monday Night Football. We've got you covered. Subscribe today. So we are taking a live look in at the scoreboard around the league right now. Currently, the Dolphins and the Bills. Bills are still on top. Bears are still on top. Ravens are winning. Titans are winning against the Bengals, and the Rams are on top of the Colts. We are checking in on multiple other hosts at Chat Sports right now, including our very own Jack Sperry, who is trying to hope the Steelers will finally put a touchdown on the board. So far, 2 field goals, and the Texans are still winning 16-6. Jack Sperry, what's going on?
Yard on first down. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Najee comes out for a break. Jalen Warren replaces him. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Steelers offense. 2 field goals in a row to start this half offensively for the black and gold. Now they look to get even more here as they approach Texans territory. Darnell Washington, the rookie out of Georgia, is replacing Freiermuth in their 3 wide receiver packages. Play action, Pickett on the move, out to his left, dumps it off to Darnell, who's going to truck somebody And that's an easy first down and a gain of 11 for Darnell Washington. Type those ones for DW.
I've been wanting to see them unleash Darnell this season, man.
Me too, man. I mean, he's been playing quite a bit. The Steelers have done a lot of 12 personnel this year. But now he's the number one guy on the depth chart with Freiermuth out. Good stuff there. Getting him open. And listen, he's so big and so strong. He can just run over these defensive backs. They have no shot. I mean, if you're going to hit Darnell Washington, it's going to hurt. From the pistol. Hands it off to Jalen Warren, who fumbles right at the point of attack. Jalen Petrie completely blows up this run. It's going to be about a loss of 7 or so, Coop.
At least Kenny Pickett picked it up and fell right on it.
Kenny Pickett falls right on it. It's going to be a big loss of down or loss of yardage. Oh, my goodness. Allen Robinson completely misses his run blocking responsibility. I mean, that's why you get Allen Robinson, because he's a good run blocker. Jalen Petrie just schooled Allen Robinson there.
8-yard loss.
8-yard loss, second down and 18. Pickett escapes the pocket, scrambles to his right, trying to direct traffic, throws, and it's incomplete. He was intending his pass back shoulder to Najee Harris. Incomplete, third down and 18, and we have a first-time super chatter down in the chat. It is top 10. Let's go, top 10. Let's give him some Ric Flair drip. Woo!
He says, don't sleep on Washington.
Don't sleep on Washington here, but, I mean, Pittsburgh. I mean, the negative plays, whenever the Steelers have a negative play, you can pretty much chalk it up. They're not getting the first down unless there's a penalty. Third down and 18. Let's see if Pickett can go against the trends here and keep the chains moving. Empty formation. Pickett looks. He fires. It is caught by George. There's a bunch of defenders close to him. He's going to be 1 yard short.
You have to go for this, man.
Pickens is pointing like it's a first down.
Oh, my God. They might have given it to him.
It's 4th and 1. If you don't get it, it's a 2-score game. But if you take the field goal, it's a 1-possession game down 7. It looks like Tomlin is keeping his offense on the field this time around.
Oh, brother.
Good job by Kenny Pickett to find George. It's going to be 4th down and short. $5 super chat gets you into our raffle tonight. $10, we'll sing the O Canada song. $20, we'll sing the O Canada song, and Coop will take a lemon shot of extra sour lemon juice. And then 100, you're in the running for today's MVP. 4th down and 1 upcoming for the Steelers.
It appears there was a timeout taken.
I think there's a timeout taken here. I don't know by which team.
We'll check in on the live sub counter, see where we're at.
So it was the
And that was Jack Sperry with the Steelers, giving you guys live updates on what's happening with that game. Of course, the Steelers are still not on top, losing the Texans 16-6. We are going to take a live look around the scoreboard of the NFL Week 4 slate right now. And, of course, the Bills did score again. Stephon Diggs is having himself a day. Check your fantasy team. 41-20, Bills are on top. Bears are on top of the Broncos still. They have entered the fourth quarter. It is now crunch time, 28-14. We do have the Broncos who are currently in the red zone, and the Broncos just scored. The Broncos just made this an even closer ball game. Courtland Sutton with the touchdown to make it 28-20. The Bears on top. Bears, don't lose it now. Don't do it. You're so close to getting your first win of the season. What a beautiful pass from Russell Wilson. Just steps back, finds Courtland Sutton over the top, immediately connects with him in the end zone. Not a bad game for Courtland Sutton. He had a fantastic game last week as well, putting up multiple fantasy points. So it's nice to see that the Broncos are still riding. We are going to check back in to see if they did make that extra point attempt. I would assume so. I would really hope you didn't. But we are going to check back in with Sperry while we are waiting on that. Texans, Steelers, Jack Sperry's got you.
Big pain.
Oh, my goodness.
On the ground, we might be seeing Mitch Trubisky. Pickett saying, get me up. It is his left knee, and he can't walk off on his own.
Oh, my God.
Pickett is injured. Type 8 in the chat. Oh my goodness. The second year, first round quarterback out of the University of Pittsburgh, Kenny Pickett. His knee got twisted up badly on this sack. Nothing open on one side of the formation. Thanks, Matt Canada. Tries to escape the pocket out to his left, and he gets sacked by Jerry Hughes for the second time today.
Kidding me?
He gets his knee twisted, and right now he's walking on his own power, but he looks like he is in a lot of pain. First down and 10. We'll keep you updated on Pickett's.
Wow, man, definitely sending all good vibes to Kenny Pickett right now, sending positive thoughts. That was a gruesome right knee injury right there. Of course, we do not know the update on that, but he did walk off the field first with help, and then he did take it over. But I don't know if that was just to show face. So, unfortunately, the Steelers have had a tough blow of injuries right now. Moore is out. Freiermuth has been rolled out, and I'm waiting to see what Kenny Pickett's update is. But, of course, they are going to put their backup in the game right now. That was Jack Sperry with our Steelers channel here at Chat Sports, getting you all information, updates, news, injuries. We've got you covered. But, unfortunately, the Steelers are still losing 6-16 to the Texans, and we are looking at the rest of the scores right now in the NFL. So far, the Saints still cannot seem to put up a touchdown on the game right now, just a field goal at 6 points, and Baker Mayfield is currently doing a quarterback keep, just running all over this Saints defense. I don't know what's happening with the Saints offense. Of course, you've got Derek Carr, who did have an AC joint injury last week, so he's probably not 100%. Neither is Joe Burrow, hence why they are at 3 as well. But you do have Alvin Kamara back, so he's going to take some time to get back into the swing of things for the NFL, but that is what the Saints are doing right now. But the Commanders and the Eagles are my team I am watching right now. The Commanders are currently down 21-17 to the Eagles. I bring you updates on the Commanders because that's my team, but Chase Sr. brings you updates on the Eagles because that's his team.
It is F the Commies! First down Eagles! Kendall Fuller called for the flag. And finally, the penalties are going the Eagles' way.
It is about time.
Type those ones. 3,200 people watching live. If you ain't subscribed, you ain't alive. First and 10 for the Eagles. 1:11 left in the third. Hurts is in the gun. Goddard to his right. Smith to his right. Play clock down to 6. Hurts takes the snap. 4-man rush. Drops it off. Smitty beats the linebacker. Another first down for the Eagles. To about the 15. Eagles inside the BetUS Red Zone. Chatsports.com/EaglesBet. Promo code Eagles125. You use that link in that promo code. If you deposit $100 or more, you get a free Eagles jersey from us. And you get $225 to game with. More on that in a moment. 5 catches for 67 for Smitty. First and 10 for the Eagles. 40 seconds left in the third frame. Ball spotted at the 15. Blitz comes. Hurts. Lets it loose over the head of Goddard. He had him open. Game clock stops at 32. Second and 10. Ah, man, you got to hit Goddard there.
Yeah, just overthrow it.
Good leverage on the safety there. He settled down and Hurts just overthrew it. Now, I'm not sure if he thought he was going to go corner or post because that was the trajectory of the throw, but he had time to make that throw. Yeah. Ball at the 15. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Play clock at 4. Hurts gets the snap off. He's going to run. Design up the middle. He stopped. Loss of 1. What do we talk about in the pregame? This Eagles red zone offense needs to find a way to get 7 as compared to 3. And with the game clock at 15, play clock at 28, that might be the final play of this third quarter. It's 3rd and 11. You may as well go to the 4th and come up with your best play. That's what the Eagles are going to do here. We're going to the 4th.
Type those fours.
Type those.
Just like Chase said, we are going into the fourth quarter in the Commanders-Eagles game. We're going to keep you guys updated all game long. We're going to be checking in with Chase, even though he is disrespecting my commies right now, if that's how you want to go about it. But the Commanders are now down 21-17 against the Eagles, constantly doing live look-ins at other chat sports games going on right now. And, of course, the Bears are trying to get their first win of the season. We do know the Broncos just recently scored a touchdown. They scored again. Wow. We're going live right here.
No, you can reuse the settings. That's just for the settings. The only thing that needs to look different... Here, come here. The only thing that should look different, this is on Push Live, it should be scheduled.
Now, we do know the Bears are having some difficulties on the field and currently in their chat sports studio. We're going to check back in just 1 second with them, but the Broncos did just score a touchdown, and we made a tie ball game. And we do know that Harrison Graham is fighting it right now. He's upset because the Bears were this close to securing their first win, but ball game is not over. They are in the fourth quarter, and we are going to check back in with Harrison and see how he is doing with his Chicago Bears. But there are still multiple games going on around the league right now, and of course, we are trying to see who is going to come out on top. So, we did check in on Trace just a while ago on his Saints that are currently not doing so well, with Derek Carr kind of fighting an injury from last week, but he's not 100%. He did play today. Alvin Kamara is back from his suspension, and Trace is not doing well. Saints do need a touchdown. They only have 2 field goals. That is why they are losing 17-6 to the Buccaneers. Trace, how do you feel?
Kamara, who actually gets the first down. There you go. Move those chains. Move those chains. I'm sorry I'm being negative, but man, like, are y'all not pissed off? Are y'all not disappointed? Max Garcia called for holding. I hate this fucking team, man. I hate this football team. I love this football team, but I hate it. I love it so much. But it's games like this that I can't. Carr gets some pressure, moves up in the pocket, pointing downfield. Going to air it to the first down. Michael Thomas gets the catch. Gain of about 20. There's some life in the dome, but some life in me too. 11:50 and counting. Michael Thomas, big-time players make big-time plays, and that's what he did. Oh, he had Chris Olave deep, but he was running to the left, so it wouldn't have mattered. All right. Do I think Dennis Allen's a good coach? I think he's a great defensive coordinator. That's it. Carr has some pressure coming in. Let me know if you've heard that before. Rashid Shaheed gets tripped up. They're not going to throw a penalty? Dude, fuck the NFL. Motherfuck the NFL. Rashid Shaheed is literally pulled down. He's literally dragged down, and they don't, in front of the refs, and they don't throw a penalty. Fuck the NFL is all I have to say. What a goddamn joke of a league. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. Like, just make it more obvious who you want to frickin' win here. Carr, over the middle. Michael Thomas, first down. Thank God. Jeremy, Dennis, the Raiders do not have great players. The Raiders are a dumpster fire. They're one of the worst.
Trace is in a pretty relatable mood, as a lot of NFL fans are. When their team is down, you just feel very, very low. But the good news is that even if your team isn't winning, you can still win on PrizePicks. Unfortunately, I did not win today. I did make my picks for the NFC East game. I did pick A.J. Brown to have less than 73.5 receiving yards. Unfortunately, he is the top receiver of the day in the NFL. I bombed that one over 130 receiving yards. PrizePicks is updating me in real time about my picks. If I had picked more for A.J. Brown, I would have been in the clear because I have Sam Howell less than 211.5 passing yards and Brian Robinson Jr. more than 53.5 rushing yards. But this is so easy to do. 60 seconds or less. It's all it took for me to make this power play. I put in $20 and I was going to try to win $100. Of course, I didn't end up on top. Let me see if you guys can end up on top. All you have to do, go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use promo code CLNS. That's going to get you a first-time deposit of $100. Win some real money in some real time. You can even take advantage of their discounts like Taco Tuesday and Flex Friday. Unfortunately, I did not use a discount for this PrizePicks, so I did just lose $20, but that's the fun of it. Take my advice, take the more. That's Allie's advice for today, but I want to see what you guys can come up with. See if you can beat me. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. And, of course, today we are taking a live look at all the games going on in the NFL. We just checked in with Trace and the Saints that are not doing very well, unfortunately. But we do have Harrison Graham, who does have a ball game on his hands in the fourth quarter for this Bears-Broncos game right now. We're going to see if the Bears can get their first win of the season, currently tied at 28-all. Harrison has done a great job of being a Bears fan this season, as I know many of you have, because your team is not doing as well as you want them to, but he's got hope now. Let's see how Harrison feels over at the Bears channel.
Oh, man, you are in such big trouble here. It's actually unbelievable. By the way, that's 3 or 4 pass plays in a row where Fields is coming back to the running back. So I don't know if guys aren't getting open now or it's a tight situation and all of a sudden he's getting tight.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. 3rd and 5, play of the game right here.
Need to pick this up.
This is where, if you're Fields, if you can run and get it, just do it. You got to be willing to use your legs here. Empty set. Fields takes the snap. False start, Larry Borum.
Oh, my God.
He's been horrible.
He's cost this team so much today.
I think that's 2 penalties, and he's been beat, 7 or 8 times? Just horrible. He's been absolutely freaking horrendous. 3rd and 10. 8 penalties for 70 yards for the Bears today. Almost double the yardage in penalties compared to Denver. Fields takes the snap. Fields all day. Steps up.
Go, Justin.
Take off, Justin.
Go, Justin.
He's going to get a first down.
Let's go.
Type your ones. I think you should have slid there, but let's just take the first down right now.
Let's go.
Protection held up there, Rolly.
Absolutely massive.
That is absolutely huge. 4-man rush and the protection held up. Backside, it did not look like anyone was open, at least for the 2 receivers in the camera view. Okay. Will you put it at the top of the dock where it goes so we can spam the chat later? 5:20 to go. Field's getting some water. Oh, injury on the field for Denver. Who's rocking 0? I can't even see the guy's name. Type your ones.
That's who just had the
On there by quarterback Justin Fields, but they do have an injury timeout on the field with a Broncos player that is currently down. We're going to go check back in with Harrison Grahams and the Bears channel here at Chat Sports to see if they can take advantage of this tie ball game and come out with a win. Now, we are still taking a live look at other scores around the league right now. We are currently looking at the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. We do have a Vikings channel here at Chat Sports. Patrick Seatman is a fantastic Vikings fan. He has done so well as the Vikings have been 0-3 this season, looking for their first win, but currently they are not in the red zone. The Carolina Panthers are trying to make out on top here. They are currently winning, but we are taking a live look around other games as well, and the Buffalo Bills are dominating the Dolphins. Bills, another touchdown. Josh Allen, 48-20, Buffalo Bills. But I like the tie ball game a little bit better. So we're going to go check back in with Harrison Graham and the Bears after this timeout injury. What's going on with Harrison?
Toss to the right.
Go!
Herbert. Khalil Herbert still going. Go, Khalil! Go, Khalil! Down to the 27-yard line. Type your ones. Khalil Herbert's been fantastic, especially in the second half, Rolly. Especially in the second half. Type your ones. So you're in field goal range now. Now it's about chewing as much clock as possible. I still would like to get into the end zone. I'm not convinced 3 wins this game unless you're kicking at the buzzer, but
You have to, as the Bears, assume that you must score a touchdown.
yeah. Now you're obviously going to chew clock, but there's another injury here. Clock is stopped with 4:07 left. Zero's back in for Denver, but injury on the play. Hit that sub button. Sub for Bears dubs. You got to believe, even though they've given us basically no reason to. Hit that sub button. Got to get a dub. Sub for Bears dubs. If you want daily Chicago Bears coverage, the latest news, rumors, injury updates, live watch parties, hit that subscribe button right now. We're trying to get to 75,000 here on the channel. Let's go. We got 4,500 people watching live. Hit that sub button. We're going to have a live post-game show after this. Rolly and I go live every Monday, so we'll be live for Overreaction Monday tomorrow. We've got you covered when nobody else does.
And we'll be back live on Thursday.
And another field goal for the Saints put them at 9 points against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Commanders are also trying to make another win out of the Eagles. They are currently driving right now in the fourth quarter, and the Carolina Panthers are currently in the red zone, I believe. Yes, they are currently trying to take advantage of the Vikings right now. 21-13 is that score. Vikings are still on top. I do like the Commanders game obviously the most today because of my bias as a Commanders fan. And Sam Howell does take a little quarterback keep, gets pushed out right at that first down mark. So can the Commanders actually take advantage of this and finally score? Well, thankfully they're not tied like the Browns and the Broncos. The Bears and the Broncos right now tied at 28 all. We've been checking in and out with Harrison as he's given you a live take on the Bears. So should we pop back in, Brett? What do you think? All right, let's go on ahead and check back in with Harrison.
20, right? CBS has this wrong. It should be 1st and 20. 2nd and 17. What is going on here?
It's 1st and 17.
DJ Moore in motion. Fields hands it off. Herbert up the gut. Gets a couple. I think it's now 2nd down, but CBS is just completely lost.
It is. It is 2nd and 16.
2nd and 16. See, now you get into these 2nd and long situations. Like, how aggressive do you get?
Justin Fields has to.
You can't take a sack.
He has to also get this team a first down with his arm. Arms or legs. This has got to be Fields' moment.
2nd and 16. I mean, holdings are just absolute killers. I mean, they just kill drives. From here, it would be a 51-yarder. I think they're going to run it here. And then on 3rd down, make a decision.
Oh, go
Tyler Scott end around. He's got some room. Scott gets about 11.
Makes it manageable.
You got about 3rd and 6 now. Does that stop the clock? Is it inside 5 when you go out of bounds, the clock stops, or inside 2?
I think it's going to keep on going.
Nah, the clock is stopped. He should have stayed in bounds there. Not going to be too critical. It's a chunk play.
Come on, Justin.
This is it.
Down.
3rd and 5.
Come on, Justin. Come on. One time. One time. One time, Justin.
This is, again, one of those deals where if you can scramble for it, scramble for it. Fields in the shotgun. 3 on the play clock. 2. Straight handoff. Herbert.
Sure.
It's going to be 4th and 1.
What do you do?
You run it down, take a timeout, then you make a decision as a team. I think I would go.
I think I would too.
I know it's tied and you take the lead with the field goal, but do you trust this defense the way they've played in the second half? What do you guys do? Type G for go for it? Denver took a timeout with 2:57 to go. I think
That game is obviously still tied 28 all Bears and Broncos, but we do have a final score, the first one of the NFL noon slates. The Vikings get their first win of the season over the Carolina Panthers, 21-13. I can almost feel Patrick Seatman down the hall sharing his excitement for this Vikings first win. I do feel bad for the Panthers. I do think they tried their best to get out on top. I just do think Bryce Young still has a little bit more time to learn, but Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins finally get the job done. Vikings on top, 21-13. This is why you subscribe to the channel. We are constantly keeping you up to date. Subscribe if you love daily NFL channels, including tied games like Bears and Browns. Heading back to Harrison Graham.
Oh, yes it is.
Fields in the shotgun.
I don't like being in the shotgun.
Fields getting up there. I think they're trying to hard count. 5 on the play clock. Yeah, they're not snapping this. Yep. Timeout. They're going to kick, I think.
The question still remains.
You could still
what
go.
What should the Bears do? They could try to go
G
for
for go,
it.
3 for field goal.
It looks like, I can't say there. It looks like anything.
I can't tell what
There's
they're
still
doing
a
yet.
chance they go for this. What would you guys do?
I mean, look, you can't take 2 timeouts on consecutive plays in the NFL anymore. You could still go hard count, though, and take the 5-yard penalty.
I don't hate doing that.
Because, A, if you put the offense out there, which they are, Denver would not see – they think you're going to snap the football.
Fields is walking back out.
They're going to go.
I like this.
This is a
Come on.
defining moment in the Flus, Fields, Poles era, I think.
Yeah, if this doesn't work out for Flus, and they lose this game.
I'll say this, though. I will defend going for this.
I would
Now,
too.
let's see what the play call itself is.
I don't like shotgun.
It's a full yard. It's like 1.5 yards. Fields in the gun. Here we go. Fields hands it off. He didn't get it. Did not get it. Didn't get it. I like going for it. I don't like a shotgun handoff, though, Rolly.
Tough blow to Justin Fields and the Bears offense. We are going to check back in with Harrison in just a few seconds, but we want to make sure you guys are up to date with all the other scores going on around the NFL. The Commanders did score a touchdown with Brian Robinson Jr. while we were watching the Bears game, and he did a nice little mockery of "Fly, Eagles, fly" in the end zone. 24-all, another tie ball game in this noon slate for the NFL Week 4. 24-all, Commanders and Eagles. Of course, I'm going to see if my commies can come out on top. I know Chase Sr. and Jake Chipper are currently with the Eagles channel. I know they think very differently. I don't care. I don't care what they have to say. I'm riding the high right now. We are currently tied 24-all in the NFC East matchup. They are about 8 minutes left in that in the fourth quarter, so we are going to check in with Chase and the Eagles in just a few seconds. But they have a timeout, so no one wants to see that happening. But, of course, the Bears and the Broncos are also still tied. So a lot of good ball games happening here. Of course, Dolphins and Bills. No one saw that coming. I know my fantasy didn't. I know my PrizePicks didn't. Tyreek Hill, you let me down. But the Bills have now just completely made a mockery of the Dolphins' defense. And, of course, we do have a final in Vikings-Carolina. Vikings did beat the Panthers. And Ravens-Browns are still chugging strong. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 21-3 on top of the Browns. A lot of other games, of course, going on right now. Rams are still beating the Colts. Colts obviously made a little bit of a comeback, 23-15. Rams are on top. About 4 minutes left in that game. And the Buccaneers and the Saints, I think it's going to be the Buccaneers. We'll take this one away because it's 17-9. Buccaneers, Saints, 4 minutes left to go in that one. And Titans, Bengals as well. 27-3, 4 minutes to go. Titans finally got that win. This is actually the exact score that happened last week, but the Titans were the 3. So this is a good redemption. This is a lot. This is definitely a plus from what happened last week, and I know Titans fans can feel a lot better about that. And Derrick Henry finally scoring a touchdown. Thank God Nick Folk could rest his leg and not score every single point for the Titans this season. But so far, so good. I've seen a lot of good games going off here. I've seen, of course, maybe we're going to get a nice Bears first win of the season along with the Vikings, who already have their first win over the Panthers, and the Commanders. Eagles love a good rivalry matchup going on right now. However, I do want to do an update in the Steelers. Kenny Pickett is out for the rest of the game. That is the third offensive player to be out against the Steelers for the game, and it is evident that the offense is struggling. 23-6 against the Texans. CJ Stroud has had himself a day, but that is tough. I really do hope Kenny Pickett is okay. But until then, 24-all, Commanders, Eagles. I want to hear Chase talking some crap about my commies. What's Chase saying?
He had to step up, gaping hole up the middle. And then Hurts made Montez Sweat miss in the open field. First down, Eagles.
There we
Gain of
go.
about 24, 25 yards. That's huge. That's huge.
Love to see that from Hurts.
Type those ones. Ball at the 49, just like that. Eagles run it. Swift up the gut. Gain of about 2. 3,800 people watching live. Please make sure you show love to the channel and subscribe. If you're here, you're an Eagles fan. I would imagine we give you daily shows on the Eagles. Grew up in Westchester, went to Temple, right outside of Philly. My love for sports started with watching the Eagles play when I was 4 years old. So I know this football team like the back of my hand. 2nd and 8. False start on the Eagles.
So while the Commanders and the Eagles are currently tied 24-all, Chase has got you covered over on the Eagles channel, but we're going to bring it back here because the Colts are trying to take it on top of the Rams. Right now it is 23-15, Rams over the Colts, but they are in the red zone, and Anthony Richardson and the Colts are trying to make something happen here. This would be a big blow if the Rams do let this one go. They've had the lead the entire game. Right now, Matthew Stafford and Anthony Richardson have had great games, both in the pocket. Richardson takes a snap, hands it off, runs up the middle. He is stopped, I think, probably for a gain of no yards. Absolutely not. So, 3rd and goal. Will the Colts now have to kick a field goal? We will have to see in just 1 second. But, of course, we are taking a live look at other games that are still going on. And Commanders-Eagles is still an amazing game. 3rd and 13 in the Commanders-Eagles game. We can check in on that right now.
Mississippi State. He's very long. Is Emmanuel Forbes. Big play here. 3rd and 13. Hurts is in the gun. Delayed blitz from Washington. He's flushed to his left, pointing a man upfield. He throws it downfield. And A.J. Brown has to play defensive back. Incomplete. Washington will get the ball back. 6:35 left in the 4th.
Oh, I don't like this.
Eagles defense is going to have to come up big. Hurts just threw it up for grabs, but it was too short. He had to put a little bit more height and distance on the football there. Good job by Brown to play DB, though.
And a punt in the Commanders-Eagles game will give the Commanders back the ball to see if they can end this tie ball game. However, the Bears and the Broncos are still tied. And, of course, we do have Harrison Graham with the Bears channel here. So far, so good. He's kept his positive up, and we want to see if the Bears can get their first win of the season. Let's check in with Harrison and the Bears.
Is good. It started to slice, and it snuck in there.
Just enough draw spin.
31-28 Denver.
Type your F Denvers.
Minute 45 to go, but at least you get the ball back.
You have a chance against the worst defense in football. Maybe second worst.
I was going to say.
Only to the team that just gave up a field goal. By the way, that was the first field goal attempt of the entire game.
And a field goal will put the Broncos on top. But, of course, there are still multiple games still going on. The Rams and the Colts are one that we are watching. They are currently in their 2-minute warning. But right now, the Colts are on 3rd and goal, and they are down 8 points. So a touchdown right now and potentially a 2-point conversion can make this a tie ball game, or they can go for a touchdown and a point after. But first, they have to score that touchdown. We're going to see if Anthony Richardson can lead his Colts to a victory today. So far, he's at 195 yards on the day, 1 touchdown. He's completed 10 passes of 21 attempts, so not bad for Anthony Richardson. On the other end, Matthew Stafford, the quarterback for the Rams, has done 243 yards, one interception, and 20 completions for 28 yards. We are going to check in with the Rams and the Colts. Anthony Richardson is currently right now. Oh, they're running multiple things. All right, we got Anthony Richardson in the shotgun. He's got 2 backs in the backfield with him there. 3rd and goal. He takes a snap. He throws it, dishes it out, and Colts will score a touchdown. Wow. Touchdown. Anthony Richardson is celebrating just like he should with his touchdown. Wow. Good for the Colts. We now have a ball game on our hands. 23-21. Will they go for the 2-point conversion or the extra point? They will go for 2. That's what you have to do, but still. Making it a little interesting. All right, well, let's see if they can actually convert this 2-point conversion right now. All right, Anthony Richard is in the backfield right now. There is 1 minute and 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They are going to go for the 2-point attempt. They are talking about it right now with their team and what it is going to be. All right, we do have Anthony Richardson in the backfield, ready to take the snap, running back behind him, running back to his right, one receiver out to the right, in motion. Oh, false start. Got a little bit too excited there, and that just jeopardized the Colts from tying this ball game. We are going to take a quick look and see what they are going to do there. Obviously, they've got to figure out some things now because that was tough. Tough blow right there. Offensive lineman just got a little bit too chippy. That's a tough blow. Well, we will see if the Colts can end up capitalizing on their amazing touchdown by Anthony Richardson. Yep, just got a little too excited there. Wow. Well, that does happen. You got to be better than that. So we are going to see if Anthony Richardson can convert this 2-point conversion. Now they do have 10 more yards to go. 5. Well, nothing happened. Okay, Anthony Richardson takes it. He throws it out. 2-point conversion complete. Okay, so let's get you guys up to date. It turned out not to be a false start, I guess. It looks like they did take a timeout, but from our eyes, it looked like it was a false start. Obviously, we could not hear that timeout call. So nothing happened. There was no +5 yards. They started from the 2-point conversion. Anthony Richardson did dish it out just right to his right, and 2-point conversion is good. We have another tie ball game on the slate. We are going to check in with the game that used to be tied, but currently the Broncos are on top, 31-28. Here's Harrison Graham and the Bears.
Lined up, 55 seconds. You can feel the nervous energy. Fields takes the snap. Fields under pressure, dumps it off. Is there anyone in the range? If not, this is intentional grounding. They're talking about it. Yep, intentional grounding. That's a 10-second runoff, too.
Like, they have one timeout.
They can take their last timeout. That's a 4-man rush, and Nate Davis, I believe, just gets beat there.
He's actually been good in this game.
I know.
It's the first time we've really even thought about talking about him. That's a good thing.
They're still talking it over, but they threw the flag. Intentional grounding. I couldn't hear. Did they take a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff? I think you have to, right? I don't think you can take the 10. Yeah.
No. Well, yeah. They did. Now.
I don't know.
Or did they not even call?
Does anybody know at home? Did they use their last timeout?
They call intentional grounding?
They did call grounding. 2nd and 21.
Okay, I got my headset off. I'll try to
The refs are still confused here. Yes, timeout. Yep, there it is. They just took it off the scoreboard. No timeouts. So now you're really thinking 3, Rolly. Touchdown's a long shot. So you got to get 20, 25 yards, probably. 2nd and 21. 4-man rush. Fields. Hit as he throws. Complete to commit. Got to get out of bounds. Gets about 7.
Okay.
3rd and 14. You got 2 plays to get a first down.
Okay, Cole.
He probably could have gotten a few more yards if he cuts up, but with no timeouts, you got to get to the sidelines.
What is doomsday scenario? As it's
3rd and 13.
3rd and 14. If they pick up like 8 yards in the boundary, that's disaster.
You just go. Yeah, Santos, he doesn't have a leg for 60+. So you have to get a first down here pretty much.
Oh, my God.
3rd and 13. You got 2 plays to get a first down.
Come on, Justin.
Fields. Takes the snap. 5-man rush. Fields throws over the middle. Picked off. Oh, gosh.
Tough blow for the Chicago Bears. I think all Bears fans are doing what Harrison was. Hands on top of your head. Interception is not what you needed. It does look like the Bears are going to lose this one. But the game is not over yet. Broncos are still on top, 31-28. to 28, but there are still 2 tie ball games left in the NFL. Both at 24 all, we do have Commanders and Eagles, and we have 23 all now, Rams versus the Colts. Did not see that Rams one coming. I thought they had that one in the bag. This is what the Colts did last week. That's how they got the dub over the Ravens, so you cannot rule them out. But we are going to take a look at the Commanders right now, who is currently... Commanders are on offense, 3 minutes left and 38 seconds in the fourth quarter. Sam Howell is in the back. He takes the snap. He drops back. He's going to run for it. Another quarterback keep by Sam Howell. He just had one, and he still can't find anybody to throw to. He's going to run out of bounds. But it is now 4th down for the Commanders. That's tough. They're going to have to punt it here. It's just not going to be enough time. They're going to give 4th and 17. They are now going to give the ball back to the Eagles with 3:31 left in the fourth quarter. However, there is a booth review happening in Los Angeles for the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, excuse me, they're at the Colts. Happening in Indianapolis for the Colts and the Rams. They are currently going to review if the Rams catch was in bounds. It looked like he got 1 foot down, but maybe not 2. We will keep an eye on that for you in their booth review. But while you're at it, go on ahead and type IND for the Colts, LAR for the Rams in the comment section. Or if you want to look at the other tie ball game right now, type FPHI for Philadelphia, WAS for Washington. Wow. All right. So the Rams booth review is done. They are 3rd and 5. I do believe the Rams, that was not a complete pass. I do not believe it's a complete pass considering they are 3rd and 5. So right now, 1 minute left, 48 seconds in the fourth quarter in the Indianapolis Colts Los Angeles Rams game. 3rd and 5 for Matthew Stafford. Can he get the ball done? He's got 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 wide receiver to his right, and he's got Kyron Williams right next to him in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He drops back. He looks for one of those 3 receivers to his left, and pass is complete. First down. Tyler
Colts D
Higbee.
thinks he's bobbled it.
They think he bobbled it. Please don't go back to the booth. Takes too much time. Just run it. Just run it. They think he bobbled it. Tyler Higbee made the catch. Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
He might have still caught it, though.
We see what's happening now. So Tyler Higbee did catch the ball. It was knocked out by the defender. It looks like from our angle, Higbee did receive it. He caught it back again as he was going down, but now it is going to be under review in that game to see if Tyler Higbee actually did catch that or if he bobbled it. Higbee caught the pass. Defender popped the ball out. It dropped. No, not a pass. Incomplete. It looked like Higbee did have one hand on it. By the time he hit the ground, the ball was out. They are still going to booth review it. Another one in the past minute here in the Rams-Colts game. But thankfully, that's not the only game that is tied, and we have a ball game right now. We're going to go check in with Jason Kelsey and the Eagles and see what is going on. Jalen Hurts right now in the shotgun. D. Swift goes in motion. Jalen Hurts drops back. He's going to throw over the middle. Incomplete pass. Incomplete pass right over the middle. But why would you hear from me when you can hear from Chase Sr., who is our Eagles guy?
3 to the right, including Goddard. Smitty, the lone receiver, to the near side. Play clock at 3. Play clock at 2. Eagles going to have to call timeout. Can we get to 55,000 subs
That's tough.
before...
That's a tough game right there, Chase. I know you're feeling it. I'm just as anxious as you are. That game is still tied. They're going to go into a timeout real quick. And on the other end of the tie ball game in Indianapolis, they are currently having a booth review to see if Tyler Higbee actually did catch that ball. I want you guys to still interact with me in the chat right now. I want you guys to shout out if you're a Rams fan, if you're a Colts fan, Commanders, Eagles, or if none of the above. Shout out your team. We want to know who you guys are repping today because we have multiple channels across Chat Sports that can provide you with the most up-to-date information, news, and rumors all year long. Shout out your team. Of course, I got to go with the Washington Commanders, but for now, we got to check in with the Rams. After that booth review, it looked like that pass was incomplete. 4th and 5 for the Los Angeles Rams. They are punting it. Punt is up, and it is going to drop right around the 25-yard line for the Indianapolis Colts. They're running it back. They're going to get stopped right there at the 35-yard line, and that is where the Colts will take it off for 23 all. Anthony Richardson and the Colts offense are back on the field. 1 minute and 32 seconds left in that game. But I think I'm going to be a little disappointed. Check back in here.
He catches it. First down, Eagles.
Let's go!
Type those ones! A huge play, a huge throw from Hurts. What a pinpoint precision football. 5,300 people watching. Eagles looking to win it. Ball at the Washington 44.5. And he doesn't get a snap off before the 2-minute warning. Can we get to 55K before this game?
Not what you want to see as a Commies fan, but there's 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in that Eagles-Commanders game, about to go to the 2-minute warning. While that is happening, we're going to toss it back to the Rams-Colts game, which the Colts are currently on the field right now, trying to get something happen as it's about 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can Anthony Richardson get the job done? Can they beat the Rams? God, I did not think the Rams were going to blow this lead earlier in the game. They look solid. But right now, this is what happens. 9 first downs this quarter for the Colts. That is how you get the job done. Anthony Richardson in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He drops back, throws the pass, and it's incomplete. A little bit too high for his intended receiver. So now it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Colts. Once again, about 1 minute and 25 seconds left in this game in the fourth quarter. Will it go into overtime? Will they be able to capitalize on this win? We are still checking in at other games that are going on around the league, but we want to keep it here with the Rams to keep you guys most updated on this very exciting game. 1 minute and 32 left in the fourth quarter. Richardson's in the backfield in the shotgun, got his running back to his right, motion to the left. He's got 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. He's going to drop back, looking over the middle, and it was deflected. Incomplete pass. Aaron Donald, Kobe Turner, Byron Young. That is a defensive line that is going to get the job done. 3rd and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts. 1 minute and 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wow, that was a big stop. Big play from the Los Angeles Rams defense, because that was going to be a complete pass. And we are still keeping you guys here with this Rams game. It is turning out to be a good one. Even though it shouldn't have gotten to this, the Rams should have capitalized, but that's why we watch football. That's why we all love it. Anthony Richardson is currently in the backfield, running back to his left. He's a tight end in motion, drops back, going to throw the pass over the middle. Incomplete. Incomplete 4th down, gonna punt. The Colts could not capitalize on what is possibly their last time on offense. Can the Rams get it done? We're going to keep you guys up to date, but of course, I have to go back and check in on my Commanders. I have to go check in on the Philadelphia Eagles. That ball game is still tied. Chipper and Chase got it for you right now.
For a $50 super chat. We're less than 200 away. Let's go.
He's running, baby.
We're running to the victory. We're running to 55K. Come on now. Let's go.
Keep smashing that subscribe. Let's go.
Let's go to Super Chats real quick. We had some come in, still a commercial break. We'll run through these very quickly, and I'll give you a beer cheers for all of them that came in. Kevin Kennedy with the 5. Let's go Eagles. Shout out Knox Kennedy. Rich with the 5. Salute, boys. Let's go defense. Rich, a W is a W. Rick C, shot time. Birds working my nerves. Rich with another one saying Eagles. John, let's go. Billy D, 99 cents. Rich, another 5. Logo. Billy D, another 5. Hawaiian Wood with the 10. And we just got another 50 as well. John with the 10. I need a Birds touchdown. Ball at the 45 for Philadelphia. Hurts takes the snap. Looks. Throws, left side, caught, A.J. Brown, another first down, Eagles! Jeff G, a $50 super chat! Spot me the penny for the shotgun. You want to give me another happy dad there, Chip? What do you mean there, Jeff G?
And while they were refreshing their thirst over there in Eagles, we are watching the Rams and the Colts right now. 23 all, 1st and 10 for the Rams. 35 seconds left. Matthew Stafford takes a snap, drops back. He's looking over the middle, throws it down the field, and it is incomplete. Incomplete. Going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Rams, and that clock has finally stopped. 30 seconds left. 23 all in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Rams. The pass was intended for Van Jefferson, but it was incomplete. Colts defense was too good. As of right now, the fourth quarter is still running in the Eagles-Commanders game as well. check back in there in just 1 second. In the Rams, Matthew Stafford did do a quarterback keep. He ended up sliding, and it looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 4th, I believe. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Timeout. Timeout in the Rams-Colts game, so we're going to go check in with Chase, who is currently quenching his thirst.
Let's go, Birds. What's up, Deucing Gaming? Now, does Kelsey have to come out for this play because he lost his helmet? No. Okay, good. 2nd and 4, 1:49 left. Eagles looking to push that record to 4-0. A great final drive here for Philadelphia. No post-game show, by the way, so if you want to get in some super chats, do them right now. I got to shift over to another watch party broadcast right after this game. 1:49 left, current drive, 5 plays, 29 yards, highlighted by a 3rd and long conversion by Philadelphia as Jalen Hurts hit Olamide Zaccheaus to move the chains, get into Washington territory to set up a potential game-winning field goal. Play clock at 2, game clock at 1:49. Hurts will throw it deep, right side, has A.J. Brown, caught, touchdown, Eagles! What a dime from Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown, ball game, see ya Washington, peace, Eagles 4-0, that's a franchise quarterback right there, what a dime, dropping it in the bucket, E-A-G!
We're not even going to let them finish that chant. We don't want to hear the rest of the Eagles chant, so we're going to switch on over to the Rams-Colt game. 4th and 1, 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Actually 11 seconds left now, and they are punting the ball away. Well, Colts will have a chance to do something right. Nope, and they ended up fair catching it. So, 5 seconds left. Colts do have the ball. Looks like this game is going to go into overtime. We'll still have that coverage for you, unless they do end up scoring right now. But we'll check back in here with Chase and Chipper in just 1 second. I want you guys to shout out who you got. Let me know if you've got Indianapolis or the Los Angeles Rams. Right now, this is a ball game to watch. We don't even want to watch the Commanders-Eagles game anymore because we're just so ticked off right now. But it's fine. Everything's fine. This is life of a Commanders fan. We are used to it. All right, we're going to go take a look at the other scores around the league right now. Do you mind turning off the Eagles chant in my ear? It's starting to irritate me, but it's fine. All right, so another look at all the scores going on around the league. Of course, Jaguars won earlier this morning. Bills-Dolphins game is still going on. 2-minute warning, 48-20 Bills. Broncos-Bears final, 38-21. Ravens-Browns final, 28-3. Titans did defeat the Bengals 27-3, and we are still going strong. About to go into overtime, potentially 23 all Rams and Colts. Bucks, Saints, final 26-9. Commanders, Eagles, God, that hurts. 30-24. Eagles are up right now. Minute and 50 left in the 4th quarter in that ball game. Vikings, Panthers, final 21-13, and Texans, Steelers, 30-6. Final. Raiders Chargers is currently underway. We do have Raiders Report with Mitchell Renz on all that coverage if you want to go check it out right now. And I'll let you know that it is 0-0, 13 minutes left in the 1st quarter. We'll check back in later. Currently, for the Rams and the Colts, they are doing the coin toss, heading into overtime, 23 all. No one saw this coming. The Rams should have locked this down a long time ago. Let me know who you have now going into overtime. Different ball game. I think the Colts are going to come out on top. They did this last week. I know they can get it done again. Can Anthony Richardson lead the Colts to a win? I think yes. That's my final vote. Let me know in the comments who you guys think. Indianapolis Colts, Los Angeles Rams are now heading into overtime. Rams do get the ball first. So let's see if they can capitalize here. Sean McVay and his offense. Matthew Stafford has had a great game so far, throwing for over 250 yards. 1 interception, unfortunately. But we are going to see who's going to take it off. Now, before we get into this, I do want to let you guys know that do not ever pick the less on A.J. Brown in receiving yards, because I did today, and I lost big time. PrizePicks is so much fun to play. This is why I go every Sunday, regardless if I win or lose. You can pick 2 to 6 players, projected stats. All you do is pick more or less, and you can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. Like I said today, guys, it's so easy to use. I picked my picks in less than 60 seconds. I did have A.J. Brown having less than 73.5 yards, came back to bite me in the butt, but you can make all of your picks however you want it. I did actually have Sam Howell having less than 211.5 yards, which he was also over on. The only one I actually did hit was Brian Robinson Jr. So, unfortunately, these are how my picks did play out. I put in $20 to try to win $100. I didn't end out on top. Let me know how you guys do when you make your own picks. All you have to do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use promo code CLNS for a first-time deposit of $100. Win some real money in some real time. You guys can bet I'm going to still do this for the Monday night game. I'm going to still do this next Sunday, even though A.J. Brown and I did lose this round. All right, we're going to go back and check back in on the Rams-Colts here in just 1 second while they are going to get ready for their overtime game. But get those prize picks in. There's still plenty of games to happen for the rest of the day, including tomorrow's Monday night Giants-Seahawks, which I also have some picks for that one. You want to take a look at my Monday night picks, even though it's probably, let's see if I can do. All right, so I did do more for DK Metcalf having more than 61.5 receiving yards. He is in my fantasy, so that's what I'm hoping he will do. And then we have Jason and Graham having more than 3.5 field goals made. I like that a lot. I think that'll be definitely very helpful when I try to rack up this money. I did do $10 to win $30 for my power play in this one, and Geno Smith, 34.5 less pass attempts in this game. This is my Monday night pick. You can still make these picks. You can make all of your picks before the game starts. Even if you don't do it before the game starts, you can still do it at halftime, at the end of the quarters, and you can talk about your projected picks for the upcoming half. That's what I love about this app. You can never miss. All right, now talking about the Rams and the Colts tied 23 all. Right now, the Commanders are also playing 31-24. Eagles are on top, but we are more interested in the tie ball game. Overtime has now started. Like I said before, the Rams are going to start with the ball. We are going to see if Matthew Stafford can take the Rams to a win. They definitely deserve it. 259 yards on the day for Matthew Stafford, 1 interception, 23 completions. Can he finish the game off now? Eagles is 4th and 2 right now for the Commanders. Sam Howell's going to roll out of the pocket, throw it. It's going to be a completed pass. We actually are going to go check in on Trace before this happens. Check in with Trace right now.
Howell in the gun. Takes the snap. Pumps. Rolls right. Pass caught. Past the 35 to the 30. It is Brown. A flag on the play. Holding on the defense on Josh Jobe. Penalty declined.
Defense needs a stop. Defense needs a stop. 35 seconds.
1st and 10. Ball at the 29. Eagles show blitz. They send a delayed pressure. Hal has to roll right. Throws it out of bounds. Incomplete. Game clock at 28 seconds. .28 seconds left to go. 2nd and 10. Eagles up by 7. 5,700 people watching live, more than 90,000 during our watch party. Hit that sub button. Shows every single day on the Eagles. Insightful, informative, entertaining analysis. Hal on the gun. 2 receivers to the right. He takes the snap, throws right, pass caught. McLaurin, it's going to go for a gain of about 8. Clock continues to burn. Washington, no timeouts left. Game clock down to 15. Philadelphia has 2 timeouts left. Howe takes the shotgun snap. He's going to throw it once again. Throws right side. Pass caught down to the 10. And it goes out of bounds, caught, and the clock will stop at 5. This will probably be the final play of the football game here. as McLaurin got 2 feet down. I thought his knee was down in bounds. They're going to have to review that. They're not going to review it.
Well, the Eagles are figuring out their situation, whether or not they're going to review it or if they're going to go to a timeout. We're going to do a quick look at the Rams-Colts game tied 23-all, about 2nd and 8 before this play happened. And the Rams are still trying to move those chains on offense. Stafford did get a quick little fake out. He did actually end up throwing it to Kyren Williams, but he did get tackled on his way down. So 1st and 10 for the Rams right now. Matthew Stafford's in the backfield. Kyren Williams is to his right, 2 wide receivers to his left, and 1 wide receiver to his right. Matthew Stafford is going to take this snap, drop back. He's going to make a pass. Is he going to complete it? It's going to be over the middle on top to Tutu Atwell, and he makes some progress. Check back in with Chase right here for Commanders game.
Support the show. Subscribe. Eagles defense looking to close it out right here. We're 19 subs away from 55,000 subscribers. Please subscribe right now for year-round daily content on the Birds. We should get it before this last play. It all comes down to this. 1st and goal from the 10. 5 seconds left. Eric Bieniemy calling in the play to Sam Howell. Eagles fans on their feet. We're live here on Eagles Now. Logan Thomas to the right. Eagles with the 5-man front. They send all 5. Hal over the middle. Incomplete. 1 second left. 1 second left. This is the game right here.
While we are waiting to see what finds out. No, stay here.
5,000 subs. Last play of the game right here. 1 second left. Eagles up by a touchdown. Washington with the ball at the 10. Sam Howell in the gun. 2-by-2 set. Back flank to his right. Takes the snap. Looks. Throws. Fires. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson. On Darius Slay. It's 31-30. Will Washington go for it or force overtime? It was actually Josh Jobe. He had inside leverage, and Hal put it on the back shoulder. Commanders.
That is how the Commanders get it done, tying it up 31-all. We're going to take a quick look back into the Commanders-Eagles once they go into overtime, but we actually do have a game currently in progress in overtime. Rams are trying to move the chains, trying to score first. Rams versus Colts are now currently in overtime. So we're going to give you play-by-play updates of what's going on in that game. About 6 minutes left in overtime. The Rams do still have the ball. We are going to do a live look in here in just 1 second. We, of course, have to replay of what happened with the Commanders and the Eagles game. Sam Howell, beautiful, beautiful pass to make a perfect touchdown. And then Joey Sly, of course, wanted to give a nice little extra point after that to tie it up 31-0. Now the Rams and the Colts are trying to score here, but there looks like there was an injury on the field for the Colts, but we are now back in action. If the Rams score, the Rams will win the ball game with a touchdown. Matthew Stafford currently in the backfield, takes a snap, hands it off to Kyren Williams. He bullies through, breaks multiple tackles, and he falls forward. 2nd down. That was a great run by Kyren Williams. He's fantastic in gaining that extra 5-6 yards when you do need it. He definitely falls forward. 2nd and 4, 6:22. Clock is rolling for the Rams-Colts game going on right now in the overtime. We're going to see if the Rams can score a touchdown and end it all here, or if we will see Anthony Richardson make it on the field once more. Stafford's currently in the pocket. Let's see if he can make something happen here. Oh, quarterback fake. He throws it over the middle. Oh, wow. It was caught. It was in the hands of Tyler Higbee, and a fat hit right at the time of the connection. Will knock the ball out of Tyler Higbee's hands. Good job by the Colts defense. That's what you need. Big time play in a big time moment. Tyler Higbee, incomplete pass. What an unstoppable play by the Colts defense. It'll now be 3rd down for the Rams. That was textbook. Wow, big play. I apologize if it got a little loud in your ears as I got excited. 3rd and 4 for the Rams. Stafford currently in the shotgun. Kyron Williams to his right. Higbee is back out on the field. Puka Nacua is to his right as well. Stafford steps back, throws it over the middle. Puka Nacua! Touchdown! Rams! Ball game! Puka Nacua, that's what I'm talking about. That is how the rookie gets it done. Touchdown for Puka Nacua, and the Rams take this game 29-23 in overtime over the Colts. That is how you play ball. Wow, big time play for the rookie Puka Nacua, getting some love from his teammates as he should. He has been stellar in this season so far. There is no doubt in my mind he should have been the player to make it out on top today. Sean McVay is now celebrating with his Rams. Wow, big time play. Let's watch it one more time. Puka Nacua was lined up on the outside wideout. He did run. Oh my gosh, he had nobody around him. That was bad by the Colts defense. The fact that you're going to leave Puka Nacua wide open is your fault. That's crazy. Puka Nacua does score. Matthew Stafford and the Rams do take home a win, but the games are not over. Commanders, Eagles are also still in overtime. So with that final score, we are now going to do one more live look around the NFL right now. Jags won this morning over the Falcons. Bills, Dolphins. I believe this one is final. We're going to do one quick check. It is final. 48-20. Bills and Dolphins are done. Broncos and Bears are done. Broncos came out on top. Ravens 28-3 over the Browns. 27-3. Titans over the Bengals. And now this game is final. 29-23. We also have the Buccaneers final. 26 over the Saints. 26-9. Commanders and Eagles are still going on. Vikings, Panthers, 21-13. Vikings come out on top, and so do the Texans, 30-6. And Raiders, Chargers just started. Chargers are out on top, 7-0. Now, we are going to go check back in with our Eagles host, Chase Sr. We're going to see his take on, unfortunately, his Philadelphia Eagles.
Lead a game-tying drive to force overtime in your home stadium? I'm going to be honest, I'm a little surprised they did not go for 2 and go for the win. I'm a little shocked. Because now
I thought Ron Rivera was going to.
Yeah, it's Ron Rivera. You're at an enemy territory. You don't want to have to play overtime. So you know what? The Eagles have to make them pay for not taking the risk and going for the win.
Wow. What a turn of events.
Crazy.
31-31. 6,300 people watching live right now, approaching 100,000 views throughout the day. $1,600 in super chats. We're up to 55,165 subscribers here.
So Commanders will get the ball here.
Commanders get the ball first. Walk-off pick 6. The longest commercial break, by the way.
Oh, they came back from commercial, showed the kickoff, and then immediately went back to another commercial break.
Longest commercial break going into overtime that I've ever seen.
So OT, I know they changed the rules, but that was only for the postseason, correct? Or do both teams?
You score a touchdown
It's
and
over.
it's over.
Yes. The postseason.
Kick a
each
field
team
goal,
gets
the
a
other
chance.
team has a shot.
Yes. So Eagles need to get a stop, at least force 3
Yep.
to have a chance.
Yep.
That's why winning the coin toss is so
no.
big.
This is going to Patriots Cowboys.
No.
Oh no. We need to figure this out. What is going on? Hit previous. Hit previous. Go to 4 box. Oh, here we go. All right. Wow. All right, so it's 4th and 5 for Washington here. Booth review. They changed the game to the Cowboys game, nationally televised. So now it's a 4th and 5. Commanders with the football to start overtime. And there's a booth review. We're trying to figure out what that review is. If the Eagles can force a 3 and out here, then they're able to get the football back and a field goal wins it. He's out of bounds. McLaurin is out of bounds. I don't care which way you slice it up. Hal took a deep shot to Terry McLaurin. He's out of bounds. Ref's right there. Foot comes down out of bounds. If anybody sends in another $50 super chat, that's another shotgun. That's got to be an incompletion. He is out. Incomplete! Incomplete! Sam Howell took a shot to Terry McLaurin. Apologies in the delay. We thought that we were on the right channel, but Fox turned off the original national game of Eagles Commanders to go to Cowboys Patriots. So they went to a commercial break, extended. We didn't know that they'd changed the channel, so we missed the first 3 plays. But that third one, long pass from Sam Howell to Terry McLaurin. Downfield, he comes down out of bounds. So the Eagles have an opportunity here to win the game with the field goal. Tressway, bad punt! Bad punt! It goes out at the 35! It goes out at the 35! Eagles with an opportunity to win it here with just 3.
Huge opportunity here. You just need 3. You just need 3. Ball's just shy of midfield at the 41.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Next score wins. Jalen Hurts, 5 career-winning drives. Commanders show blitz. They send pressure. Hurts, left side. A.J. Brown, pass caught. Gain of about 8.
What a monster game A.J. Brown is putting together here today. Just abusing the rookie corner, Emmanuel Forbes.
2nd and 3 after the gain of 7. 8,000 people kicking it with us. Make sure you subscribe for daily videos on the birds. Brown, 9 catches, 195 yards and 2 touchdowns today. Ball at the 48.5. Almost within range for Jake Elliott to win it. Hurts takes the snap, looks to throw, passes, long ball, incomplete, intended for A.J. Brown. 3rd and 3. I don't like taking the shot there. But this might be 4-down territory for the Eagles. A.J. Brown on a go route all the way. Yeah, we need this game to end. No. Ball at the 48.5. Hurts is in the gun. 3rd and 3. Next score wins. Ball just shy of midfield, right on the Eagles logo. Hurts in the gun. Washington blitzes. Quick throw. Devontae Smith tries to get to the outside. He's a yard short. Will the Eagles get aggressive and go for it? It's 4th and 1. They're not within range for a Jake Elliott field goal. There was a quick throw to the right. The safety came up to hit Jalen to hit Devontae Smith. They're going to brotherly shove. Hurts. First down, Eagles.
Let's go.
They go no huddle. Pick up the first down. Huge conversion for Philadelphia. First down, Eagles. Downs reset. Hurts gets the first down. Type those ones. 9,000 people watching live. Bought the 49 for the Eagles. They only need 3 to win. Hurts audibles at the line. 6:30 and ticking left here in OT. DeAndre Swift to his right. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It's A.J. Brown to the right. Eagles are going to keep it with Jalen Hurts. Tries to get the outside, and he goes to the perimeter, only gets to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Drinking warm water before bed helps men rise to the occasion on demand. Thousands of men are suddenly
conservative here. They don't want to put the ball into harm's way. And it's 2nd and 11 now. They give them a loss of 1. Ball still at the 49 for the Eagles. Hurts in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Goddard and A.J. Brown to the right. Hurts, dump off pass to Swift. Has to make a man miss. He does! Stays along the sideline. First down, Eagles! He's able to keep his balance along that sideline, and they're going to give him the first down indeed. Swift, good explosion out to the outside. He stayed in, and he got the first down. Ball at the 38. Hurts in the shotgun. 4-man front. 3 down defensive linemen for the Commanders. 1 stand-up rusher. They run it. Up the middle. Swift. Gain of 5. Well within range for Jake Elliott now. It just comes down to the execution. Second and 6 for the Eagles. Ball at the 34. Washington showing blitz, especially from that safety spot. Hurts audibles. Stack receivers to the right with Zacchaeus and Brown. Commanders go all out. Hurts down into the end zone. Incomplete. Nobody home. 3rd and 6. A.J. Brown not there. Washington sent the house. Hurts had a free rusher right in his face. A.J. Brown broke the route off, so Hurts had to let it fly. Oh my goodness, this changes the entire game. They called intentional grounding because Brown broke off his route and Hurts threw it deep. It's grounding on Hurts. So now it's 3rd and 17. The ball's at the 45. This is a 62-yarder from this point. Hurts empty set. You need to get some yards here. Hurts with 2 to the left, 3 to the right. He takes the shotgun snap. He drops back. He throws over the middle. Pass caught. Devontae Smith makes the field goal a little bit easier for Jake Elliott. And this will be the game. If not, Washington gets the ball back. $10,000 people watching live. If you ain't subscribed, you ain't alive. Jake Elliott from 54 yards, right inside the right hash to make the Eagles record push to 4-0. Snap good. Hold good. The kick is up, and the kick is good! The Eagles win! Jake Elliott from distance! Birds move to 4-0 with the 34-31 win in OT against the Commanders! E-A-G-L!
And the Eagles come out on top of the Commanders with a field goal in overtime by Elliott. That is the final score of the Commanders and Eagles game. A lot of good games that were played today. Absolutely 3 overtime games. You can't ask for anything more in NFL Week 4 slate. We are going to run down the scoreboard just one more time for you here before we wrap it up and head it out to our separate channels here at Chat Sports. But of course, bright and early this morning in London, Jaguars did beat the Falcons 23-7. Bills destroyed the Dolphins 48-20. Broncos unfortunately came out on top of the Bears, who are still winless this season, 31-28. Ravens did beat the Browns 28-3. Titans beat the Bengals 27-3, and the Rams came out on top in overtime 29-23 for the Indianapolis Colts. Buccaneers did destroy the Saints 26-9. Commanders and Eagles on top 34-31 in overtime. Vikings finally got their first win of the season, 21-13 over the Carolina Panthers. And the Steelers, Kenny Pickett is out, Freiermuth is out, and Moore is out. 30-6 Texans over the Steelers, and there are now currently the later afternoon slates going on right now. Chargers and Raiders. Raiders Report with Mitchell Rins has you live on the Raiders Report at Chat Sports, and Cowboys Patriots. Tom Downey has it all for the Cowboys Report if you want to go check out those channels and check out those games. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching me for the past 4 hours on NFL RedZone. We hope you guys subscribe and come back to this channel. As always, get your prize picks in and keep subscribing to our channel.